Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to episode 44 of the A-listers, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 44. We are out here, and we're here to talk Premier League. We're back, officially, now that the Euros is over, and we can finally move on. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This is Football if you're ready to do so. As per usual, Hussam, why are you late? Hussam, you're so unprofessional. You're late. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is. Some people, Hamza, never here on time. And today, Lewis decided to be late for the first time ever. So, yeah, it is what it is, people. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up to you guys. And today, we're here to talk Premier League. We want to talk Premier League transfers. I want to get the guys' thoughts on all the deals and all the different type of stuff. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing the video everywhere. Mods, keep pushing as well for the likes. And yeah, joining us on the channel, first and foremost, the biggest troublemaker when it comes to any Arsenal fan on this platform. Man, like Egal is in the building. How are you doing, Egal, man?
I'm good, man. Just staying out of trouble. Just doing my thing. You know what I mean? Literally just trying to just enjoying myself. I enjoyed the Euros. And yeah, you were right. Spain ended up winning. England ended up losing. I'll give you your round of applause. You were 100% spot on.
Appreciate
you said
man.
The moment they face a team that's better than them, they're gonna lose, and they did.
See, remember after the semi-final when we spoke? Told you.
But you know one thing we all predicted right? Phil Foden was gonna flop.
That fraud right there, bro. That guy by far the worst performance of the whole competition. Like
Harry Kane also.
Yeah, Harry Kane was crap. I agree with you as well.
And did you hear there's like 6 Golden Boot winners? Messed up.
Yeah, that's how shit the competition's been.
It's fucking crazy.
Anyway, joining us next, what a Euro appearance for Greece. Now that it's over, he can hope that we can see him in the next version of the Euros. The only team that didn't let him down this season is Olympiacos, though, to be fair, because the Knicks suck and Man United suck. So he's here, isn't it? He's here, as per usual, always with the angry face. I don't know why. Like, I love you, Grigs. I didn't do anything bad to you. Man, like, Grigs is in the building. How doing, Grigsy, man?
First of all, it's 100 degrees outside. It's so hot. I'm tired of the heat. Every single day. Mother Nature hates me. But honestly, what are Euros for England? I can claim I have a Euros. They can't. So what a trophy for them since 1966. We are now reaching, 58 years, something like that. So they can hold that.
Oh shit! Actually, Greece have a Euros and England doesn't.
Yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh, we have a World Cup," but 1966 hype. I don't care about that, bro. That was pre-Cold War and everything. No one cares.
No, but people could say your Euros only happened because of golden goal.
Well, it still happened. So that's all that.
And that was a great golden goal, to be fair, Castellas.
I beat Zidane, I beat Henry, I beat Figo, I beat all them guys. England couldn't beat a 16-year-old. So yeah, it's clipped.
He's 17 now.
17, 16, potato, man. The guy literally turned 17 like less than 48 hours ago. Same shit.
Do you think Castellas has to pay for food ever in Greece? I think he's
absolutely not. Never.
There is no way anyone asks him for money. I don't.
None of those players should ever pay for anything. But knowing my country,
him specifically.
But knowing my country, they definitely try to charge him because they're bums over there. But anyway, man, yeah. But international football over, right? Yeah, I speak fluently. Yeah.
You speak Greek like fully?
Yeah, fluently.
That's actually quite impressive, to be honest.
I was born there, so I had to, obviously.
When did you move?
7 years old. So I had time to obviously learn the language and everything.
Yeah, but 7 years old ain't enough to learn a whole language. Obviously learn.
Bro, a lot of people learn languages before they're 4.
You can't learn fluent Greek by the age of 4.
Fluently. That's the thing that he said.
It's too complicated. But no, obviously my mom speaks Greek, so my parents kept me up and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway.
No, but language when they
because there's many people who make the move like UK, US, wherever, and they don't speak their national language. It's not just a Grigs thing. This is a thing, How many people claim to be Italian in New York don't speak a word of Italian?
Bro, I was born in Canada and I know how to speak Somali.
Yeah, but there are people who are born in Canada and don't know how to speak Somali.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's the point.
But yeah, international football's over. We're back to club football, which means
You
depression.
lost to Rosenborg, you know.
I walked out of work and I just see my timeline filled with like negativity. I'm like, what happened? I saw like, Rosenborg. Preseason hype, man. I don't care about this. Half my team is on vacation anyway. They're in the freaking Maldives or in Greece. Most of them are probably in Greece right now in Mykonos, man. It's cool.
Mykonos, that's where Mo Salah was as well, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. That's where they all are. So
yeah. Anyway, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're waiting on Lewis. I think Lewis should be here in 2 minutes.
where's Hamza, man? He has questions to answer. I want a court case on Philip Walter Foden today. I want a court case. I want judge, jury, executioner on Philip Foden for having 007 at the Euros tournament. 0 goals, 0 assists while taking the set pieces.
You know the crazy thing is, I think we all. Well, that's so I think they said we had a City agenda when we did our little thing. Think about it. The players that we mentioned, Kevin De Bruyne, did he do well?
No,
he was okay. But
Foden, did he do well?
No, he's
nope.
Doku, did he do well?
I don't remember anything he did. I'm not gonna lie.
The man literally conceded an own goal.
I think John Stones was like and obviously Rodri, but Rodri plays for Spain, so that doesn't count.
Harry Kane, did he have a good tournament? The guy somehow got a golden boot.
It's very true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, I'm sure it's in the title, so we're gonna talk about England. But yeah, I want Hamza specifically to answer for his PFA Player of the Year and how he leads Pep Guardiola and he doesn't know how to operate.
Did you see? He flipped his Ballon d'Or candidation claim from Foden to now Rodri.
I mean, to be fair, Rodri has a strong Ballon d'Or case.
But these guys have for well over a year they've been trying to give it to Foden and Haaland. It should have always been Rodri. For me, Rodri was the best player in the Premier League. Rodri the PR.
I agree with Grigs. I think Rodri should have won Player of the Season anyway. I kept telling the whole world, stop falling for the Phil Foden hype. Because every time Rodri didn't play, City sucked. And with Phil Foden, what did he do? Like he scored a hat-trick against Brentford and shit. I think Ballon d'Or worthy.
He scored a brace versus West Ham to win the league.
He was good, wow. But it's Rodri. It was clearly Rodri that he was the best player. Like it wasn't even close on how much better Rodri was than everyone in the league last year. But obviously DMs don't get the PR, and I kind of agree with it half the time because obviously attacker bias and that kind of stuff. But when the attackers aren't that good themselves, you might as well give it to the actual best player, and it was Rodri.
You know, I'm happy that the media for once took Phil Foden and actually criticized him because for the longest time, even if he has a bad game, he doesn't get criticized.
Because I'm seeing Jude is the one that getting kind of all the criticism. He's the one that's getting
a lot of criticism. Yeah,
the ego and stuff like that. But like obviously, I don't think Jude had a good tournament either. But he showed up, unlike Phil Foden. I thought Jude was okay yesterday. He wasn't like amazing, but he did the best he could.
This is the thing that I keep telling people that they kind of don't understand with Jude Bellingham. Listen, I get it. I get it. You're telling me Jude Bellingham is, hasn't had a good tournament and all that. No problem. I accept that. All I'm saying is at least he gave England 2 moments. At least. Like one thing we can take away, he gave England 2 moments. But what the hell did Phil Foden give England?
That's cleared up the line versus Netherlands. That's it.
Yeah, but even then, he didn't even score it, though. So it's not like he put it in the back of the net. He literally missed. Like, I've seen people credit him for the Netherlands game. I don't even think he was that good in the Netherlands game. It's funny because Chelsea fans think I have an agenda against them. I said we should start Cole Palmer ahead of Foden, but yeah, it is what it is. That Foden performance in this fucking competition has been
absolutely I said in my hot take, I said Palmer is going to be a better international player than Phil Foden. It makes so much sense.
That's not even a hot take, though.
Yeah, obviously, back then it was, though. Like in like the beginning of June, everyone thought that Phil Foden was going to have a great tournament.
If you looked at it, the only person on the show who rated Phil Foden internationally going into the tournament was Hamza.
Oh, he's a fraud.
Yeah. All of us said Hamza had the audacity to put Declan Rice and Saka on his list of people.
Where's that list, Egal?
I'm trying to find it.
Where's that? Because that notebook is gonna bring out everything.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find the other booklet. It was somewhere.
Yeah, because that I think that one right there has everything we kind of spoke about before. See people's predictions and shit, but I don't know if you can find it or not.
Yeah, because I got this booklet, but it's not this one. This
Do you
was
guys
in-
ever think England are gonna win a Euros?
Bro, I don't think they have a healthy relationship with their team. Even when they do decent, it's not good enough. They got to the finals, and I felt like the whole entire tournament they said their team was shit. And now they're mad that they lost.
It's tricky. Like I think this year,
1 second, let me try to find this book, bro.
2021 was their best chance in terms of so far because that Italy team was very beatable. This Spain team is much better than that Italy team. Spain are the best team in the tournament. It sucks to lose to them, but at the end of the day, Spain were the deserved winners and were the better team. They were the favorites against Italy. England were the favorites. They were at Wembley. They scored in the first minute. It was always in their hands. But obviously, I think England can win it. They just need to change certain stuff. First of all, Southgate needs to leave, and they need to go hire the under 21s coach. The guy that they have right now, the way Spain have this De La Fuente guy that's gone through the whole system, under 19s, under 21s, the Nations League.
Well, you want to know what's fucked up? Southgate went through the system too.
Yeah, he did, but he succeeded a lot with those players that he was with him, like the Kyle Walkers. He was with them most of the time. But now you're looking at these new crop of players, the Fodens, the Mainus, the Palmers. Maybe
as you're
Curtis
speaking,
Jones.
check this quickly. I want to check if he was their manager when they won the under something World Cup. Actually,
17. No, I don't think it was Southgate. Because the thing that was like in 2016 they won it. I think he had just gotten promoted to the men's team.
Yeah,
but I just think that Lee Carlsey guy, he's worked with a lot of these guys, and even a few of them that are gonna come up soon as well. And his philosophy is much more possession based. And a lot of these players, we could tell the lineup that England played yesterday was meant to go toe to toe with Spain. It was not meant to sit in the low block and hit on the counter. You can't hit on the counter with a Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka, Jude, Harry Kane front four. That's never gonna work. You're trying to go tiki taka for tiki taka against Spain. You're gonna need a manager that appreciates those kind of profiles, and Southgate doesn't, because this guy literally took Anthony Gordon and only played him 2 minutes. He did not want to play with the runner. I don't understand why he didn't want to play with the runner when you're gonna try to play park the bus football again in the final. So
you know the only thing he won with England under 21, something called Toulon tournament. What the hell is this?
That sounds crazy. I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Wow, 2016 was actually its last edition. He won 2016 one.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. So, like this Lee Carlsey guy, I think England won the under 21 Euros just last year. They beat Spain in the final. So it's like they've proven that they can beat Spain in the youth ranks. So why not bring the managers that kind of have the philosophies to go toe to toe with these guys? Because as England progress, as all these players come up and through the group stages now, those guys want to play possession style football. They don't want to play the traditional English football. So bring in a manager that can do it. My only concern is, will that manager be able to make the tough calls? And that might be even moving the Declan Rice, for example, to center back, because you could play a more ball playing DM like an Adam Morton. That's the question, because this country, we saw Jamie Carragher's tweets this morning and stuff like that. He's like, England aren't a winning nation, which you're right, but if you're gonna lead with that premise, then you're never gonna evolve. If you think of yourself as a loser, you're never gonna become a winner unless you get luck. So
let me show you the only thing Southgate won.
Yeah, I don't think he won much, if anything.
And what? That's the only thing he's on. That's literally it. Toulon tournament, it's called.
I recognize like 4 players from there.
That's Loftus-Cheek.
Loftus-Cheek. That was Callum Chambers up top.
Pickford. I have no idea who this is. Target, Chalobah, Chambers, House, Watmore, Ward-Prowse was the captain, Loftus-Cheek, Redmond, and Baker.
That's a long time ago, damn.
Yeah, 2016. That's the only thing that Southgate ever won. Can you imagine how mad that is? That's actually mad.
What about some of the guys like Guehi? Wasn't he on one of the teams that won an international tournament?
Under 17 World Cup.
What?
The under 17.
So who was the English manager that won under 17 World Cup?
I don't know actually.
Because that team that won the under 17 World Cup, a lot of them were in this thing. What was that England squad? Let me find it. So that England squad had Guehi.
Yeah, Guehi, Foden, Gallagher.
It had Guehi, Foden. Where's Gallagher?
Solanke was there. Ryan Brewster was there.
Steve Cooper was there.
Hudson-Odoi. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
that team.
Steve Cooper was the manager for that team.
Here I have the team right there.
The guy that just
Joel
managed Forest last year.
Lativier, Brewster, Panzo, Oakley, Guehi, Curtis Anderson, Stephen Sessignon, Phil Foden, Gibbs White, McEachran, Callum Hudson-Odoi.
It's crazy how Phil Foden is the only one that's like seriously. Him and Gallagher are the only ones. Like
I mean,
him,
Hudson
Gallagher, and Guehi.
Odoi and Cho are meant to be like.
Him, Gallagher, and Guehi are the only ones that are in the England team now, right?
You know, it's funny. I scroll down a little bit on that thing, and the next story that they want me to read is Gareth Southgate must stay as England manager because the players froze, apparently.
Excuse me?
I think
And it's
yesterday.
Jamie Carragher as well.
Southgate is a coward, and he does not allow his team to actually play to their strengths. Number one. Number two, he does not actually play the best starting 11s, but he bails himself out with good substitutions.
Guess who the manager was? You never guess. Steve Cooper.
Steve Cooper. Yeah.
Oh, my days.
The manager for what team?
That under 17 World Cup team. You're Steve Cooper. I think yesterday I look at that England team on that pitch, they look lost. They just looked outcoached, like from top.
It was simple. The moment they conceded, they played football. The moment they scored, they went back to being a shell of them former selves.
I thought the first half England had a good game plan. I don't think Spain did much in the first half. Obviously, they dominated possession, but that was always expected. But like Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, for example, were shut down in the first half. They did not do anything. The second half started. The De La Fuente guy brought in Lamina and Nico, tucked them in just a little bit more, and England didn't know how to respond. The fullbacks were lost, and Southgate didn't know how to adjust for that, and then they got caught.
You know what's crazy? This run to the tournament that they had to the final was actually easier than the run that they had in 2020, where they faced Germany, Italy in the final, Denmark, and Ukraine. Which one do you think was harder?
That 2020 team was better though.
That 2020 team was not better.
It was in terms of profiles and as a squad, it was better. He had more balance of profiles than he had in this squad, and he was more willing to use every single player in that squad as opposed to now. He took a lot of players this year that were based on form and that everyone wanted to take, but he never actually gave them minutes. For example, like James Maddison, right? He was in good form, but why not take him when you clearly need a 10 instead of taking Jared Bowen, who was like the fifth choice right winger, when you know Bukayo Saka is going to play 90 minutes anyway, so there's really no space for Jared Bowen to really even play. So why not take a Maddison, who's an actual game changer, and in the 10 where Phil Foden, you really shouldn't be trusting him. I know you took him, but
who did he take that didn't play at all?
Adam Wharton didn't play a single minute. Anthony Gordon played 2 minutes. Jared Bowen played about a combined 15 minutes. Ollie Watkins didn't feature until the semifinals. Ivan Toney didn't play more than 30 minutes.
No. Tony and Watkins, they did a job off the bench. You can't really blame them. Eze did a job. Bowen, didn't really do much. Adam, did Wharton even get a cap?
Nope. Didn't play a single minute.
Yeah, that
Adam Wharton.
Yeah, Wharton didn't play. I think people are focusing their energy though on the wrong players like Bellingham and shit. I don't even think Bellingham.
Gallagher somehow got on the. You know what the biggest waste was though? Why bring Gomez as defensive cover if you know you have a left back situation?
And Luke Shaw wasn't fit at the start. Joe Gomez played left back all year long and he couldn't get a minute.
What's sad is Luke Shaw was their best.
And when he actually needed a left back, he put Saka left back. He put Konsa left back for the first time in his career.
I just don't understand, bro. But yeah, like Sam mentioned, the names you look. I think I look at Phil Foden because you're the PFA player of the tournament. You were the best player in the Premier League. You played for England. You didn't show up. Harry Kane, you are the captain, and you're getting hooked at 60 minutes for the last 3 games of the tournament: quarterfinal, semifinal, final. You got hooked at 60 minutes. You clearly don't fit the system anymore. I'm looking at Kyle Walker. You're meant to be the experienced one in the defense. You were the worst player on that pitch. He was getting abused the whole tournament. He's so washed. And
bro, I knew the guy was rattled when he came up after a game where England drew, and he said, "Yeah, you can't win every game 3-0."
Simon, bro. Like the reason for playing Kyle Walker is apparently defensive superiority over Trent Alexander-Arnold. I don't think Trent would have played as bad.
He didn't show either defensive superiority or anything.
And they continued both goals down his side. Isn't that funny as hell?
Bro.
And
I've been seeing this clip of some chick.
cross from Cucurella.
Greg, let me ask you a question. We have two people who are late. Who do you think is here first? Take a guess.
Lewis, 100%.
Absolutely, Lewis.
I can't remember how the dance
goes. How am I here before him?
Lewis, what did I message you in the group chat? Say it publicly right now. What did I message you? What did I tell you?
Hamza will be 30 minutes late, I think.
Exactly. And he's actually 45 minutes late. You were at least at the gym. There was like some form of excuse. Now look. See? Told you.
Bro, I could have been home by now if I was out.
That's what I'm saying. How are you doing, Lewis?
Shout out everyone, though. Big up, man. Hope everyone enjoyed the weekend. I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
You supported England. What do you mean you had a great weekend? Have some shame.
Yeah, but I didn't fall for the delusion that, oh, it's coming home. It's coming home. I said if we get past Switzerland, we'll get through Netherlands because they're shit and they're just Gakpo and inshallah. But as soon as they get one of France or Spain, it's over. So I just went to enjoy the day out. I got Palmer GNA, Cucurella GNA, Cucurella dunked on Gary Neville, Enzo won the Copa America. It's been great for me, bro.
I think if England played France in the final, I think England would have won.
Nah. England struggled in literally every game that tournament. They'd outstink anybody.
So did France, bro. France were just as bad the whole tournament. They were not good.
I hear it.
Mbappe in the Euros is like BRB.
At least France have a bit of winning mentality.
Bro, Mbappe somehow got SofaScore's Team of the Year.
For what?
He was in Team of the Tournament for SofaScore.
That's mad.
That's crazy.
Guys.
To be fair, he assisted the only France open play goal.
Yeah, true. And I think he gets an assist for the own goal.
He showed up in the game that they got knocked out, and he took Lamine Yamal's shirt at halftime.
I'm not gonna lie, if I did a team of the tournament, it would be like about 8 Spanish players and like 3 other players.
Bro, I did a team of the tournament. I had 6 Spanish players, and I swear I had 0 English players.
No, definitely no English players. I
think I meant you had a chance on Sunday. Fuck that. It was a night out.
Of course, there needs to be an England player. He need to be there. Definitely.
I hear what. No, bro. I had Pepe and Saliba.
No, it cannot be Pepe and Saliba. I'd say Laporte and Guehi.
It can't be Pepe. He got eliminated quarterfinals.
No. It cannot be Pepe. 1 second, guys. It's team of the tournament. It's not team of the who wins. Like.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying I disagree with Grigs. I don't think it's 8 Spanish players.
It's like 6. It's between like 6 and 8 though. It's like it's a lot of more Spanish.
I had Lamine Yamal.
You could even say Pickford in goal. Why not Pickford in goal? Despite the fact I hate.
1 second. Let me just tell you. I had Cucurella, Carvajal in the midfield. I had Rodri, and Fabian Ruiz. I actually didn't even have Dani Olmo in the team originally because I had Cruz. Then you go the front 3. I actually had 2 of the Spanish guys in the front 3, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. So that's 6
Who's
total.
Up top?
Up top is Gakpo.
Okay. Wait, so you don't think Pickford is the keeper of the thing?
No. It's the Georgian guy.
I'll be honest with you. I'd say Pickford ahead of the Georgian guys.
I'm not mad at Pickford.
Well, Pickford wasn't like the terrible players, but like I'd say Mamardashvili over him. I think he had more moments in the whole tournament.
That's fair, but like you wouldn't say England like one of the shitter players was Pickford or Guehi. To be fair, they both had good tournaments.
Yeah. They're both 2 of the better players.
Do you have Dani Olmo or Fabian Ruiz? Because someone was telling me because Dani Olmo scored all these goals and assisted, he should be in it over Fabian Ruiz. But I was like, Fabian Ruiz is better.
Depends who's your third.
There's an argument for the pair of them.
It's Fabian Ruiz, Rodri, and Cruz.
Cruz is not better than Olmo in this tournament.
Yeah, I can like Cruz isn't better than Olmo this tournament. This is true.
Okay, so then Olmo.
I think the only player that can get over Dani Olmo in the 10 is Arda Güler. I think he's the only one.
It's or Musiala.
That's a good shout, actually.
Or Musiala.
I don't think Musiala was better than Goulet in this.
Okay, so then it's all Spanish midfield then.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they had the best. Bro, they had the best midfielder in the tournament.
Yeah.
Is there
Yo.
any winger that outperformed Yamal or Williams?
No.
No chance.
Okay. Gakpo up top, I think that's the one that's probably
Yeah, you just
logical.
throw him up top. Yeah.
Left
You
back
know what's
has to be
crazy?
Cucurella.
How the hell did Harry Kane get 3 goals?
2
Two
penalties and a header.
Yeah.
That's how.
He's been so ass
bad.
the whole
No,
tournament.
no, I think it was
Sure.
like, or was it one pen and like 2 shit headers, something shit like that. It was like,
I'll
I'm
be
not
honest
gonna
with you.
lie
I
to you
think,
guys. Anybody who's saying Saka has been better than Lamar, relax, guys. Let's not do that.
yeah, not
You
this
can give
tournament.
Saka an honourable mention. I don't even mind that, but he won't get in.
Bro, if Saka's gonna get an argument in this team, let's be fair. He's making an argument against Carvajal for right back.
Can I tell you my crazy opinion? I think
And that's not
Rodri
even
won
a
player of the
disrespect.
tournament.
He played more
Just-
games
I
than
know.
wing back.
I
I'm
think
just
Rodri
thinking-
won player of the tournament just based on PR.
he did.
I think
Yeah.
Ruiz should have been player of the tournament.
I
Dead
agree.
ass.
I-
Fully
But the
honestly,
award,
I
the
think-
award is a PR award. They can't
First
give
of
it
all,
to somebody.
I'm surprised they didn't get. Obviously, I think if Lamine Yamal was 3 years older and he wasn't 17, I think he would have gotten it. I just didn't. I just think they don't.
Yeah,
they don't want to
this
give
is
it to a
true.
17
This is true.
I don't think they
This
want
is
to give it
true.
to a 17-year-old.
You know what they did? They gave him young player. They're like, you
Yeah,
can have
they
this
give-
one. innit?
I think, but with Rodri, the only thing I will hold against Rodri is in that final he got subbed off and Spain looked about 10 times better. That's crazy to think about.
That's why I said Fabian Ruiz. You know, just based on that second 45 minutes alone, Fabian
Yeah,
Ruiz. I'm a big fan of Fabian Ruiz. I wanted him 2 years ago at Liverpool, but even I, as a fan of him, I didn't expect him to perform this way. Like, because what he did in that second half against England was on some next level shit. Like, and at the end of the day, listen, you ain't gonna end no Euro tournament by giving the player of the tournament to Fabian Ruiz anyway, because it just makes your tournament kind of low key look bad. To be honest, like, you know, Fabian Ruiz is the player of the tournament. Lewis, tell us your thoughts on the England thing before we move on to the transfers and the Premier League shit.
They had to give it to Rodri. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything went exactly how I thought it would go. England were pragmatic as hell. The first half was just a little bit dead from both attacks, to be honest. The crossing from Spain wasn't great. England were just trying to stay in the match. And to be fair to them, I guess they did defensively. I think we did a decent job with Yamal in the first half. Nico Williams versus Walker was a little bit more even, but in terms of the end product, like, we're a little bit more let off in that regard. But, bro, I don't know what happened at halftime. They might have wheeled in Pochettino to do the halftime team talk because England fell in the gutter straight after that. Yep, there you are. There you are.
There you
Straight after that, England just fell apart. Like, we were getting cooked in the midfield all game. Poor Mino got left out there to die. Rice was just yeesh. That brother looked like he was on some sort of Class A drug, bruv. Because every time he was on the ball, he was either hoofing it or his touch was letting him down. The decision making was just driving me insane. Bellingham had a bit of a better game than like the last few matches, but I mean, still not even good enough in all honesty. Foden, invisible. Kane is just fucking annoying at this point. Subs were late. Shout out to Palmer for getting a goal in 3 minutes. A little bit of hope. I can say at least he stepped up for the nation when we needed a glimmer of hope. But everything else let us down. A lot of the experienced players got to hold that. Kyle Walker is rubbed out. That brother's finished. Jude, like I've been saying all tournament, the brother's just overrated. He's a moments player, and that's fine. And he'll come good, and he'll be the baller that everyone's calling him out to be right now, maybe in a year's time or 2-3 years around that time. Right now, it's nowhere near worth all the PR and hype that I'm seeing. Harry Kane is the most confusing brother. This guy is a striker playing at left back, playing at right back, playing at midfield, but playing anywhere up top. But then, like, just you set up with Foden, Bellingham, and Kane, you sit deep, and then you wonder why we can't break. There's no outlet. They're all dropping deep. There's literally no one there to be direct and to try and make runs. So that's why, like, I already knew this shit was coming. As soon as England play anybody semi-decent, it's finished. It is what it is. That's why, again, I'm not annoyed about the result. I didn't go into the game thinking, yes, coming home, I believe. Like, no, I wanted, like, I hoped there would be a little turnaround. Like, there's a prayer. It's a final. Anybody can win in a final. But if you use any bit of logic, I am asking for like 8 different disaster classes in a row for England to get anything in this game. It weren't going to happen. So I'm not shocked. You have Southgate as manager for another tournament. This is what you get. No trophies. But I already see big media outlets like ITV saying, you guys did us proud. You did England proud, Southgate and the lads. Shut the hell up. This is why this country don't win anything, and this is why I don't care about international football like that. You lot glorify failure every single time because, oh, at least we got close. At least we made it to the final. At least we progressed a bit more than what we're used to in the last 20 or so years. Come on, man. Like, England were lucky to even make the final off the bracket of the draw that we were in. If we were in the other side of it, we're not even making the final.
That's
The
so
fact that we got there, great. I got a day out. I got to chill with my mates. Got to have a couple drinks. Yeah, the ending was a bit disappointing, but nothing more than what I expected. And it is what it is. Back to club football. I can stop pretending I give a shit about guys like Rice and Saka. And yeah, up the Chelsea. Palmer turned up. Cucurella turned up. Enzo won Copa America. Had a great weekend.
Let me ask you the final question before we move on to the club stuff. And I want to ask everyone on the panel this. Do you think Bellingham is overrated or overhated? And I want everyone in the chat to tell me their opinions as well. Where would you go with this? Do you think people are doing too much Bellingham slander and focusing on
A
him?
little bit of both. Like, he is definitely overrated. Like, I'm not even going to get that one twisted. But because of that, there's another extreme and it becomes extreme hate. Like, I saw the video of like Bellingham going to console players after the game and they're trying to rip him for that. Like, who cares? Like, go do that. They just lost the final. Like, I guess a little bit of a decent mentality that he's going there trying to check up on everybody else at least. So, like, from the mentality side, like, I do think he's little bit overhated. From his footballing ability, he's overrated. Very overrated.
Let me say this. He plays for one of the best clubs in the world, and he's just won almost everything he could win at club level in 1 year. So based on that, he's at a high standard of achievement. With that comes a lot of high ratings. He is a clutch player, but I'm not saying he's a player who runs the game for the whole 90 minutes. People want him to be clutch and run the game for the whole 90 minutes. Understand what he is. And for what he is, I don't think people realize what he was. Going into this tournament, I thought people thought he was going to be a guy who's going to control the game and then also have the clutch moments. He's not that guy. Just understand what he is and you won't overrate him. I think people overrated him based on his name and high expectations. Their expectations were not met and immediately they started criticizing him. Right now, I think he's overhated.
Okay, Grigsy, let's end with you so we can move on to the club topics because Hamza ducked the Foden smoke. So we're just gonna let Grigsy.
I'm kind of with Lewis in terms of overrated.
I tuned in, and then as soon as I saw the things done, I thought, let me join in.
Yeah, I know.
You're a fraud.
You think
you're a fraud.
3 years. Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. This guy wasn't in the shower or anything. He clicked on the link. He heard the Grigs talk about Philip Walter Foden. He said his middle name. He's like, nope, let me go take my shower. That's exactly what he did on purpose. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's just let Grigs land this one. And then after that, I want to move on from England.
Yeah, I think with Jude, I'm kind of with Lewis. I think overrated he is in terms of Ballon d'Or candidate. I don't think like he's really a top 3 player in the world, but he's being judged like that because like Egal mentioned, he plays for the best club in the world. He just won everything, and he's going to fall victim to the product of football in the 2020s. It's not going to be a lot of elite players, and we're going to hold them to the standards of the predecessors because we grew up in the era where Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Suarez dominated all the world football, and those were the Ballon d'Or contenders. And now we expect these guys to be at the same level when they're clearly not. But in terms of, he's also overhated. I'm seeing like Lewis mentioned, picking up the players. Rooney's like they've called him a leader, and they wanted him to be a leader because he plays for Real Madrid. And the English, what I've clocked is they hate anyone that has an ego. Bellingham has an ego, and he's right to have an ego. They retired his jersey at 16 years old in Birmingham. He plays for Real Madrid at the age of 20. He just won everything as a 21-year-old at that club. He broke Cristiano Ronaldo's record as a debut transfer. Of course, the guy's going to have an ego. And he plays for a football club where you have to have an ego. Otherwise, you'll suffer. Look at Vinicius. Vinicius had to go up and get an ego to stand up to the likes of Benzema and finally like play out. Jude walked into that locker room, and those guys all placated to his ego. They're like, okay, you want to win? That's calm. You'll fit in right here. At England, those guys, they don't have egos. Harry Kane doesn't have an ego. Phil Foden doesn't have an ego, and if he does, he shouldn't have an ego because he hasn't proven
Phil
anything to
Foden
have
definitely
an ego.
has an ego. That's not.
Yeah, it's not a good
know
one
him.
though. It's not, but it's not the ego of a Jude. Jude has a winner's ego. He wants to be the best at everything, and he wants to win everything.
Plays
Phil
in the
Foden just
Farmers
wants to
League.
look. Well,
You
hold
can
it.
have an ego. You can have an ego playing against Cadiz. Everyone can have
He
an
has an
ego.
ego. He has an
Yeah.
ego lifting a Champions League at 21 years old. By the way,
Yeah, but
beating
not
your club in
scoring
the
a
process.
single KO goal in the
Yo.
knockout stages. Yes.
And yeah,
Guys,
bro, I
being
just
one of the
think, I
worst
just think
players
England have a.
against
I think England have an
Burnley and
ego
Man
problem.
Guys,
They don't
Greg's
want-
hot take, but a month ago was that Cole Palmer is gonna have a better England career than Phil Foden. I think he might be right.
I
Okay,
don't
did
know.
you find the paper or no?
No,
I
just
mean,
gonna
in
watch
terms
the
of
video.
England careers, Palmer's got a final goal.
He already has a bigger career.
Palmer's a Man City academy player.
It's funny because
Shout out to City Academy. I want to go shop
What
there.
Cole
Bro.
Palmer did yesterday
Guys,
was not what he went
Hamza's
at
a fraud.
TV.
He put
Living on
Saliba on the
Rafa,
squad watch.
pardon.
Remember, we put 3 players.
yeah, he put
Yeah.
Saliba as squad watch.
He put
Listen.
Saliba. He put Rice, and he put who's the other player?
I'll say this right now.
Hey,
You know,
I won't lie. Declan Rice.
Bro, he's been one of the worst players.
Bro,
Wallahi.
Declan Rice, I'm sorry.
He-
I
He
know he's your
was
player.
so bad.
In my
bro.
17 years of watching football, I don't think I've seen a worse passer of the ball by a highly rated player.
Bro, why can he not
Bro,
pass the
like I
ball?
said on Troops'
Like,
channel, if he went for a
literally.
piss, it would go backwards, bruv. The guy's
Bro,
just
why-
conservative as
He's
hell.
really good at
I
so
don't
many
know what
things.
to say, you guys.
Backwards,
They
sideways,
took him
backwards.
When they
I'm not
took
gonna
off
sit
Rodri,
here
I could not
and
even pass
condone
the ball
anything you
against
guys say negative
Zubimendi.
about Rice.
Zubimendi
But
had
at the
him on
same
lock, and I
time,
was thinking,
what
bro,
are you guys
you're
expecting
supposed
from
to be
him?
one of the best
You expect him
GMs.
to be Pirlo
Denmark
and
is
McLeod
struggled.
at the same time? Like, what the
No,
fuck?
he's
I
trying
expect
to
him to
play the
try.
ball forward.
Pass the ball a little bit forward. I
Pass
just
forward.
I think
He
drive the ball
made the
forward.
most progressive
He-
passes.
Oh my god, he couldn't, bro.
I
Everyone
watched the
thinks
game
the
with my
sideways
eyes.
merchant.
I don't care about the
He's not gonna play the line breaking pass.
I've
every
never
time. That's not
seen
his job.
I've never seen a midfielder
That's
that
not his
is
job.
afraid to pass forward.
Bro,
Like,
he
literally,
has
afraid
two
to
tens
pass
on the
forward.
1 second.
Not every
Guys,
time to the side.
Stop being idiots. We have
But
you guys have Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden on
Here
the
we go.
pitch. Technically, they should be the ones creating for you guys.
Bro, as a midfielder, you should be able to pass
I'm just
forward. You're a
asking to play the
link-up
ball
between
forwards a bit
defense
more.
and a striker. So, or midfielder. You should be
Lewis,
able to
you're
drive the
such an
ball
asshole.
forward. You're seeing Rodri's
Hey,
gone
what?
up.
What
just
is
think
my
he's
And
done
he
it.
can't even dominate against
The price
Melina.
tag. It's not my fault if I just hold them to the
He's
same
doing his
standard.
job defensively. He's
Melina
not there.
had-
Yeah,
couldn't
no,
wait
Yeah,
for the
like
Euros
defensively,
then.
no, I'm not
He's
saying
great,
nothing about him. I'm
That's
talking
not
about
his
Melina
job.
had more forward
I
passes
think
than
He's
him
not,
in
he's
the
not
second
here.
half.
He's not here to
Melina.
be. He's not here to be the passer.
I just think he panics
Well,
a little bit
It
too
would
easily.
be
when
nice
on the
as
ball.
a
I think you
midfielder
guys
to
are
try and move the
misprofiling
ball
what you
forward
think
a
from
little
him.
bit.
I think you're misprofiling him.
Bro, I've
If
never,
you
he
expect
had a
him to
bad
be,
season.
if
He
you
had a
expect him to
bad
be a
tournament,
DM
that
in the
guy.
mold of Rodri, that's not what
Bro.
he is.
No,
If you
no,
expect him
Egal
to
is
be a
not.
DM in the
Egal,
mold
but
of
Egal, listen.
Jorginho, that's not what
For
he
a
is.
£100 million midfielder, I expect to at least be able to look forwards and pass a little bit.
Bro,
And
he's
guess what?
declining
He
as
does
the
that. He does that. Just
Netherlands
not
was
what,
poor.
just not the pass you're
Look,
looking for.
You know, I love
Final-
Lewis. Man said pass forward every now and then. Like we get one. Like he's such a.
What's up?
You guys
Yeah.
are
So
so
you
bad.
guys do know
He
he
played-
made the
he
most
played
forward
poor.
passes in
He
tournament.
played poor in the
Bro,
final.
I don't
In
care
the
about the
semi-final,
stats.
got body
I
fight.
would pass him
But
the
listen,
100 forward pass.
Listen,
Bro.
I'm not. You've already made up your mind.
Kobe
Nobody
Mino
here is
played
gonna
better than
change your
him in
mind.
that.
Hamza,
Kobe Mino
Hamza,
was way better than him
Hamza,
in this
Hamza,
tournament.
Mino was
respectfully,
not better than Rice yesterday.
Hamza,
Mino was not better
Kobe
than Rice.
Mino was better than
Respectfully,
Declan
do
Rice.
not
in
dare
this tournament,
try to
because
have an
Even in the
when all
semi-final,
your players
Egal, you
don't-
can go down the Foden route. No one's
One
stopping
second.
you. Go for
when
it.
you
Okay,
go Xavi Simons,
okay,
when you go
stop it
Xavi,
right now. Put
why
your
are you
hands
triggered
up.
when I can't?
Let's
I'll talk about the Xavi
Let's
Simons.
go, brother.
When Xavi
brother,
Simons,
brother,
that a 5'1"
brother,
guy,
brother,
bodies
See, I ain't got to
like
defend
brother.
any of my players. This is
Brother.
brilliant.
Same.
My guy
Brother.
turned
My
up.
player was
Brother.
17 years old, bro.
Brother,
19
see,
Hey,
one game.
McAllister
we
won
are
the
good.
Copa. Hey,
Brother,
McAllister won the
the-
Copa.
the-
Let's go, Lewis.
Brother,
The problem,
Can you tell me? Can you tell me?
I tell you
Once
what.
No,
I tell you what.
Stop,
I
stop,
said
stop.
I center
Now
back
I
conceded no
realize.
goals at Copa
Please.
America, bro. I'm
Hamza,
Declan
please,
Rice was worth
stop for
100
1
million.
second.
They
Hamza,
said that this
please.
is the best
Hamza,
signing that
please.
they've had since Patrick
Stop for 1
Vieira.
second.
They said it was the
Stop
best
for
signing
1
since
second.
Patrick Vieira.
Stop for 1 second.
Huh?
Stop for 1
They
second.
said signing of the
Stop
season.
for 1 second,
Wallahi,
brother.
McAllister's just gone there to lift
Brother.
a trophy. McAllister's come to
Brother.
Copa America, who
Brother.
I said it was the signing of the season. Went
Brother,
for Copa
stop
America,
for 1
has
second.
brought
has won a Copa America. This loser.
You think he's gonna
Plays
let you
foot-
get your Foden
Bro,
take out?
They
Come
had
on,
the
bro. You gotta
worst
press him.
performance in the
Yeah,
final.
you have to press it, Egal. This ain't your first rodeo, brother.
Merino was
Listen,
better than him.
name one game where Phil
Zubimendi
Foden was better than
Zubimendi
Declan
came
Rice.
off in the half.
Name one
And
game.
he couldn't
Name
even
one
pass
game where
against
Phil Foden has
Zubimendi.
been better than Declan
He
Rice. Name
struggled
one
against
game.
Merino.
Name
Merino
one game.
came on
Name
in
one
20
game
minutes,
that Phil
did
Foden has
more
been better
than what he
Declan
did.
Rice.
Netherlands, he was
You were
poor.
I have
saying
one,
Denmark
but
was
I'm
getting
not helping
dunked by,
him.
Excuse me?
by Tottenham defender.
Excuse
I
me?
have one, but I'm not helping him.
Excuse me?
Denmark here, the
Excuse
worst
me, what
calamity
game was
I've ever
it?
seen. And I
No,
thought,
no, no,
bro,
no, 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 no.
you can't even do it
Name
against
it.
Slovakia.
Name it.
Slovakia.
Name it.
Slovakia. And this,
Eldo
bro,
has
Excuse
it.
me.
Lobotka
Hamza,
was onto
Hamza,
him. I thought this
Hamza,
guy
the
is
Premier League
not
player of the
as good
tournament,
as what
Manchester
people
City
say.
star boy,
What a
couldn't do
shame.
shit. Every
Don't
time he came off
ever
the pitch, England
compare
scored a
Rodri,
goal or contributed
Rice,
to winning a
to
game.
Tchouameni.
Hamza,
Don't
you
ever
know this is
compare
an
him
easy
today
to the
question.
likes
You are
of
sitting here
You can
today
answer it.
trying to apply
What
pressure
a
on
bum he
Declan
was.
Rice when
And
you know
Declan
your
Rice
man
was
has
one
been
of our
fraudulent.
worst players. One
If,
of the
Hamza,
worst
there
this
was
is
a
an
players.
flop
easy
team in the
question for you
tournament,
to answer,
if there was
bro.
a flop team in the
But,
tournament,
I
Phil
couldn't
Foden
believe
is
the
the
way he
captain
played.
You
of
just
the
play
flop
He could not
Netherlands.
do
team of the
anything.
Euros tournament.
Bro,
I am sorry.
Netherlands,
You
Wallahi,
can sit here and
Netherlands,
criticize Declan
when I
Rice
saw
as much
Xavi
as you want,
Simons
but it does not
bodied
match
him,
the cover.
yeah,
The,
I thought Xavi Simons a 5'1" guy. Well, Xavi Simons 5'1". How does he body you in the flow?
excuse me, what
And
did
then
what
take
did Phil
shot.
Foden do in 5
Bro,
games?
how many
What did he
mistakes
do in
was he
7
making?
games? Did he get a goal? Did he get an assist? Did
Against
he
the
contribute at
Denmark,
all?
against Denmark, they made a compilation against him.
Did Phil
He was
Foden
so bad
contribute to
against.
any
Bro,
victories?
when you can't play against
Bro,
Denmark, that tells
Declan
you
Rice has
already
more
I'm gonna
assists
tell
than
it.
Phil
that you're not
Foden.
elite. Bro,
What are we
what's the
doing?
difference between bro?
Declan
He
Rice
played
has
worse
more
than
contributions to goals than Phil Foden
people
in
compare
this
him
tournament. What did
at
Phil
his
Foden
a
do
level
this
of
entire
Michael.
tournament?
I remember Arsenal fans were
Wait,
saying
does
to me,
he?
Yes,
Arsenal fans
he
were
was
telling
the one
me
that assisted
that
Bukayo
Declan
Saka.
Rice was as good as
What
Michael
has Phil
Gutierrez.
Foden done in this tournament for you
what's the
to sit
difference
here
between
and
Yo,
Foden?
Foden.
Come on. You can hate Declan Rice as much as you want, but he's one of the best midfielders in the world. You can cuss him as much as you want, but let's go.
You are absolutely disgraceful. You
I
know
was
that.
giving the guy credit.
Oh my.
But what a
fuck.
Denmark stinker! I thought, I cannot defend this guy. That's when when I throw. You remember me? I
Can
backed
you still
midfielders
defend Foden?
when
Can you still
he was
defend
worse
Foden?
than Calvin
Excuse me,
Phillips.
rewind,
He was bad as
come
Calvin
back. Can you
Phillips.
still
And then
defend
you
Foden,
come
my
out here
brother? Tell me
playing
that. Can you explain to the people?
Zubimendi.
I
You can't
am
even do
not
it
letting
against
you speak.
Zubimendi.
I am going to
You can't do it
continue to
against
speak.
Merino. You can't do
Hussein,
it
you are going to have
against
to mute me
the
today
PSV
because I am
Eindhoven
not going to
midfielders.
finish.
You couldn't do it
Hamza,
against
you need to
Lobotka. You
understand
couldn't
that
do
there
it
is a
against
guy
Denmark.
named Phil
How
Foden
many
who went
midfielders
Hamza, can you
home,
are we
respect
came
talking
Egal and
back,
let
about?
him
and still
speak?
has
No,
not been able
Hamza,
how
to
can you
many
respect
contribute
midfielders
Egal?
can
to
Respect
winning
Egal, let him
at all.
speak, Hamza.
What are
Lobotka's
you
playing better than him.
doing?
Lobotka.
What are you
Lobotka
doing?
from
No,
Atalanta.
Big up
we are
on
not
the
doing
From
this today.
Atalanta
Hamza,
is
understand that
able
your
to
man named
control
Philip
this
Foden
guy.
won
And then
Premier League
Arsenal
Player
fans
of
are
the
coming here.
Year
He's
and
worth
has still not
100 million
contributed
pounds.
anything to his
100
country.
million
You can
pounds for
continue to talk
Declan
about
Rice.
Declan Rice and
Collecting
Xavi Simons'
L's.
height,
What does he
but
want?
nobody
What does he
cares.
want?
The reality of the
Why is he
situation is
associated
you
every time? When
continuously
you
try
need
to
him, you can't
deflect,
do it.
deflect,
Yeah?
deflect. Guess
All
what?
the time that
We
you
need
see
to
I
the
said,
speak
can
about
you
Declan
Phil
Rice,
respect him
Foden.
and
all
let him speak? And he
Hamza,
said
let Egal
no.
talk, brother.
all they talk
Please
about,
mention why England starts
Hamza,
scoring
you
goals
won a
when Phil Foden comes off the
Europa
pitch.
Conference
Can you
League.
explain to me why Phil
You won
Foden
a
comes off
Europa
the pitch and
Conference
England win
League.
the game? Can you
You won a
Hey,
explain to me
Europa
respect
why
the
Phil
Conference League.
Foden
conference
comes off
league,
the
bruv.
pitch and
Respect
England
the
look better?
That's
conference
the
Can
league,
you
only
you
thing that
explain
they
to
fraud.
me
tell me.
why when Phil Foden is not
Bro,
involved in the
it's
attack,
a joke.
the team is
Arsenal
better?
fans have
Can you
some shame.
explain to me
Your
why
players were one of
defenders
the worst. Europa
and center
Conference League doesn't
defensive
give you status
midfielders
to be one
have
of the
more goal
best players.
contributions than Phil
Yeah,
Foden? Explain to
Lookman
me
has
why
scored
you
3
are
goals
still
Can we
in
here
can we
Europa
stop
League.
can we stop
Rice and
disrespecting the
other things.
conference league, please?
Explain to me
Bro, Conference
why
League is shit,
you
man. What are we
you
doing here?
refuse
Hey,
Gunadala's
hey,
over
hey,
there.
hey, hey, hey! This
about
the
Phil
UCL.
Foden.
Bro,
Explain to me why
when
you
you're
are
playing
so
against Borat,
delusional
11
as an
Borat people
individual.
from
You'll continue to
Kazakhstan,
talk about
yeah, you
every other
can't tell me
player
that you're
under
one
the
of the best
sun,
players in the world.
criticize
What are we doing here?
everybody, but you choose
Hey,
to
you
ignore
never
Get out of here,
know.
man.
thinkers from
All right,
all
one
your
could
Man
be,
City
could be
players.
the next
You
best
wearing
thing,
a
you
Man
know.
City shirt right now
Look at
just
Egal,
shows
how
you.
he's
I
rattled.
bet
You see
you
how he
anything.
rattled? He's like,
There's no,
he rattled.
I bet you any money right now. Is
Let
that
me
an
talk.
Erling Haaland shirt? Is
Let him
that an
talk.
Erling Haaland shirt? Is that an Erling Haaland shirt?
This one. This is
Yeah.
Champions of England shirt.
No, is it an Erling Haaland
This
shirt?
is
What's on the
Champions
back?
of England
What's
shirt.
on the back?
Nothing's
What's
in
on
the
the back?
back. There's nothing
If
in the
it's
back.
Phil Foden, you can't can't show me because I can't see him. He's invisible.
But this Champions of
You
England
don't see him
shirt,
on the pitch.
this is your daddy. You guys, your daddy, Arsenal. Your daddy's that one. That's your
Listen.
badge.
Nobody,
That's Arsenal daddy.
nobody can see your invisible man.
That's
It's Phil
Arsenal's
Foden.
daddy.
He's been invisible for 7 games. He comes on the pitch, doesn't do nothing, runs around, exercise, and then goes back on the bench, and his team somehow wins, and he's clapping. And when they get knocked out, everyone realizes what he actually is. This entire tournament, Phil Foden was exposed. He was continuously exposed. They tried to play him on the left wing, couldn't do it. They gave him the freedom to play in the midfield, couldn't do it. They then let him have a free role. You seen him on the right, on the left, in the middle, everywhere, couldn't do it. They then told Ollie Watkins, occupy the left area. Jude Bellingham, occupy the left area. Give Foden in the middle. He still couldn't do it. And guess what? The game that you're saying he was the best at, when he got subbed off, England ended up scoring a goal and winning the game. And your boy wasn't even contributing to the victory. And you're sitting here still talking about Declan Rice. Hamza, you are an absolute fraud. if you're not going to criticize Phil Foden for his stinkers, nobody here can take you serious when you criticize other people's stinkers. End of discussion.
Okay, let me talk now. Okay, you finished your thing. I'm just questioning a guy that they bought for £100 million. Yeah. That
No.
everyone
We're
defends
not
that
doing
seconds
that.
and
We're
he
not
said,
doing
"Let me
that.
talk
I
now."
told you specifically until you mentioned Phil Foden's performance, we are not speaking about Declan Rice's performance.
I'll let you talk.
He's
because
got
you-
a point.
No.
Yeah.
You did not let me talk.
Let
You
me
continue
talk.
to speak
Why
throughout the
does
whole
it trigger
entire
you
show.
when I bring the likes of Lobotka?
I will not let you speak until
Why
you
is
first
Lobotka
mention.
having a better tournament than him? Lobotka.
Excuse me?
Why did
better tournament?
Lobotka had a better tournament than Declan Rice.
You want to know who had a better tournament than Phil Foden?
Fact.
Everybody in the whole fucking tournament.
When Denmark are dunking on him and he can't even pass frontwards and he
Bro,
made a mess.
who
He made a
did
mess.
Phil Foden have a better tournament than?
Denmark, he lets down.
Hamza,
And Netherlands, he lets
£100
down.
right now. Name one
Netherlands,
person.
he lets down.
Hamza,
Do not
Hamza,
ever talk
name
to
one person
me
Phil Foden
about
had
a
a better
guy.
tournament
They
than.
compared him. Wallahi, they had the audacity of comparing to Rodri. The only reason why I'm coming
Hamza, name
is
one
Rodri.
player. Hamza,
Rodri
name
is a
one player
Ballon
Phil Foden
d'Or.
had a better
Run.
tournament.
Grigs,
Today they
Lewis,
were
it's
singing.
time.
I bet you any
Rodri
money you can't
is
do
a
it.
Ballon d'Or.
I bet
Ballon
you
d'Or.
any money
Ballon
you
d'Or.
cannot name one
Declan
player.
Rice cannot
Foden
be
had a
in
better
the
tournament
Ballon
than.
d'Or conversation. Yeah,
No, but
don't
what
ever
are you talking about? Guys, you guys hear this guy? Who the hell put Declan Rice in? You put Foden in Ballon d'Or candidations. He never did shit.
Egal.
Foden's supposed to be a
Okay,
Ballon
Egal,
d'Or.
how much-
Foden's
how
supposed
much-
to be one of the best
okay.
players in the tournament.
Egal.
What are you doing?
Will
Who's
Declan
talking about
Rice be
Declan
top
Rice
10
in Ballon
Ballon d'Or?
d'Or?
Will
You're
he be
talking
part
about
of
Foden
10
every day
Ballon d'Or?
Ballon d'or.
Will he be in the top
I see.
10
I
number
can pull
Ballon
up
d'Or?
tweets of you right
Foden
now
will be in the top
talking
10
about
Ballon
Foden
d'Or.
Ballon d'Or.
Fact.
You
I
want
can
me to
put
show
there.
you Foden
I
Ballon
can
d'Or?
put money.
Let me go.
The
Let me go
Ballon d'Or
find that
top
right
10.
now. Let me
Foden's
go
going to be
find
there.
that right now.
Foden's going to be Ballon
You
d'Or top
talk
10.
about Foden Ballon d'Or
Top 10,
every
100%.
day.
I'm so
How
confident.
come I don't see? How come I don't see Foden
Will
Ballon d'Or stuff
Declan Rice,
anymore?
will
How come I
Saka
don't
be
see
part of
Foden
the
Ballon d'Or stuff
top
anymore?
10 Ballon
How
d'Or?
come I don't hear
Will
about you
Saka,
talking about
will
Ballon d'Or
Saka be
Foden?
top 10
How
Ballon d'Or?
come I don't
Will
hear about
Saka be
Ballon d'Or
top 10
Foden?
Ballon d'Or?
I don't say Saka's gonna get a Ballon
I
d'Or.
guarantee
But
you.
you are talking about
I
Declan
guarantee
Rice.
you.
Get out of here, bro.
Foden's going to be
Where's
top
your
10
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or
d'Or.
candidate
All
Foden?
I say.
Where's
All I
your
say.
PR star
Top 10
Foden?
Ballon d'Or.
Where is Phil Foden when his country
He's going to
needs him?
finish top
Where
Ballon d'Or.
is Phil Foden
Top
when his
10.
team needs a goal?
Top 10.
Where's Phil
He's
Foden where his team needs creativity? Where is Phil Foden when you're asking him to do something? Instead,
Because
you're
he's
out
playing
here.
with bums.
You're out here
He's
celebrating
playing with
Saka's goal.
Arsenal
But
players.
Phil Foden
He's
couldn't do
playing
shit.
with players
Brother,
with loser mentality.
people talk.
He cannot
Loser
play with
mentality. Your
playing
boy
with your
has a
football
winning
club.
mentality and
Your
he still
football
can't do
club is
shit.
a loser
That's even
mentality.
worse.
You're
What are you
taking
talking
our
about winning
players and
mentality
giving them
for?
loser mentality.
Hamza,
My football club is not associated with
Hamza. If
football
you
clubs
are
like
actually
Arsenal
the man
players.
he says,
We
one
don't
second.
have players.
If Phil
This is the
Foden is the
reason why
man that
Man
he
City
says
players
he
are not
is,
winning.
if
Yeah?
Phil
When
Foden
Man
is the
City
man that
players
he
have
says he is,
quality,
he
they
can
win.
do it in any
Alvarez win.
environment.
Rodri
The
win.
fact that he's incapable of doing
When
it
they
in the
brought up
England
with the
team
likes of
and
Arsenal
in the
players,
England
then you can
environment
talk to me.
just tells me
You can
that
talk to
he's
me.
incapable
You're lifting
of
nothing,
being the
no
main man
cups.
for England.
You're
He's
lifting no
incapable
cups.
of taking
Coming
it to game
second
by
is
Scotland and doing it
a
on his own.
professional.
He's
It's
a
the best
system
achievement for
player
Arsenal
under
players.
Pep system.
Coming
He
second
looks like a really good
is your
player.
best thing that you could do.
Outside of that system,
Coming
he's
second
almost
is
utterly
the
useless.
best thing that
And
Arsenal
it
could
just
do.
goes to show
Arsenal
when
players
Cole Palmer steps up, when
love to be
Saka
second.
steps up, when all
Second
these
in
other
the
players are
Euros,
stepping up, even Ollie Watkins
second in the
stepping up,
Premier League.
Phil Foden
Yeah,
couldn't do
only
nothing.
thing they can brag
I am
about
sorry.
is
You
Community
continuously
Shield.
keep talking
All you
absolute
can brag
BS.
about is
But your
Community
boy Phil
Shield.
Foden can do
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
He's
Community
irrelevant.
Shield
At this
and
point,
bragging
you
about
might as well
Europa
just say,
Conference
you
League.
know what?
Oh
He had
yeah,
a bad
he's won
tournament.
Europa
Put your
Conference
hands
League.
up, and we keep it
What is
moving.
Europa Conference
But you're
League got
talking
to do you be
irrelevant,
one of the best midfielders in the
irrelevant
world?
conversations
Europa
24/7
Conference League.
about Bukayo Saka,
Dunked
about
by Denmark.
standards. Where are your
Dunked by
standards?
Slovakia.
Where are your standards?
Dunked
Aren't you
by
an England
Netherlands.
fan? Aren't you
Dunked by
supporting
Spain.
England?
You're
Why
shaking
can't you
your
just
head
keep it real?
crying
Why
in the
can't you
final.
just keep it real?
Yeah,
Why can't
West
you
Ham
just
gave you a
mention
legacy.
the fact that Phil
West Ham
Foden
gave you a
had a
legacy.
stinker the entire
Declan
tournament?
Rice.
The fact that he
West
couldn't
Ham
do
gave
nothing.
you a
Declan
legacy.
Rice, who you're criticizing, has
And
more goal
Declan Rice
contributions
was given a
than Phil Foden.
legacy
The
by
man,
West
Bukayo
Ham. Be
Saka, who you're
grateful for
making
West
fun
Ham.
of, has more
West
goal
Ham is
contributions
where
than Phil Foden. The guy,
West Ham is where
Cole
it's
Palmer,
at, man. man.
who did not
West
start
Ham
a
is the
single
heritage
game,
of this
has
country.
more goal
West
There's
Ham
nobody
are-
like Messi, and I don't think that there ever will be somebody like Messi. It's
Hamza, you're finished.
generational talent.
Hamza,
It's like
you're finished.
Maradona, and then
Hamza, you're
Messi has just
finished.
had that
Hamza, you're
that crown.
finished.
But there's other
You're
players,
finished.
Jude Bellingham,
Phil
you know,
Foden
Pulisic's
is
coming up.
finished, mate. You got cut out.
I heard Palmer prop. My
Okay,
dog.
now we are done. We are done,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, with this conversation.
Big up Pulisic as well,
We're not
man.
stuck.
Pulisic
We're
for Ballon
hurting the
d'Or.
quality of the show because Egal and Hamza are just speaking at the same exact time. So now I want to move on to more Premier League related topics. Big up to all the super chatters. Let me just read a couple of super chats before we move on. I just want to talk a little bit transfers. Big up to 115 chatters. This is what team Hamza supporting when I beat him come September time. we're gonna see Hamza in League 2 how he's gonna react. Big up to my guy Giovanni, who says I turned the volume down until these guys are that. No worry, khalas, we fixed it now. No more Foden, Saka debates, none of that shit, because Palmer played better than them both. Big up to you, Giovanni. Thanks so much for the super chat. Happy now, Lewis? Big up to
I'm very
15
happy.
says, your 6-digit OTP code is 115007. Don't share it. 1115 for the City charges, 007 for Phil Foden at the Euros. Hey, big up to you, 115 charges. That's a very creative super chat. I respect it. I blame you, Egal, for falling into Hamza's level. We know he's a fraud. When Hamza's waffling, that when you can play Candy Crush, not trying to make him be logical. You know, yesterday, I tried to give him just 30 seconds on Al-Ahwa. Hamza, just tell us what did Foden do. He just said Foden had a bad tournament, and then he kept it going to Saka and Foden and Rice and all this. So, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, big up to you, Blaze. Big up to you, Giovanni. Big up to you, 115 charges. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing, guys. We're not even at 200 likes yet, you bunch of frauds. Let's get to 200 likes, because there is interesting topics to talk about as well. Mods keep pushing the likes. Big up to you, Blaze. Chelsea topic next. Actually, Chelsea City topic next. Will they do it again? Because Julian Alvarez reportedly has been refusing to sign a new contract at Manchester City, ladies and gentlemen. And more news is surfacing that the Julian Alvarez to Chelsea thing is real, you know. So I'm gonna go to Lewis first. Tell me your thoughts on the Alvarez situation.
I mean, God willing, we make a move for him. But all we've heard is that he's refused a 1 or 2 year extension. And now Copa America's over, this should start like moving a bit more in the next few weeks. There's been some rumors of Atletico already speaking to him. If that's the case, then shit, maybe he does want to go. And if that's the case, we got to start moving now because Atletico's made the first step. But if he wants to leave, that is the opportunistic signing that we should be going for. Alvarez up top, that would just be the icing on the top of the cake for us right now. But I don't know where we are in terms of the likelihood of us getting Alvarez just yet. There's not been any recent updates on Chelsea. There's been updates on Atletico, updates from Alvarez, the player, but we won't know until the next few days. For now, it just seems like Atletico's in talks with him. They've just got rid of Alvaro Morata to Milan, so I guess there's an opportunity for them to go for another striker. But it's also a bit confusing because they're talking like Rodion's going to be their next number 9. So are you either giving him the opportunity to shine next season, or are you going to go for him as the second striker behind him?
They play 2 9s.
Oh, they play 2 9s, so there'll be 2 up top. Okay. Oh, fuck's sakes. Okay. I just hope they can't afford him. I hope they can't afford him in it, but we'll see. They've made the first step.
I'll give you some hope, Lewis. I think some Spanish sources are way more fugazi than people think.
It's from an Argentinian.
Yeah,
source.
I think so. Yeah, hear that.
Yeah, even the South American sources. Like a lot of the sources ain't really that strong. When it comes to the Atletico thing, obviously they're gonna do that because he's South American. They're gonna link him to the Spanish club more. I don't necessarily think Alvarez needs to. I think Alvarez needs to leave Man City, and this is the thing that I've been saying about City. And this isn't like, oh, Hamza, yalla, come defend City thing, but it's just the truth. I don't think things are as sunshine and rainbows at Man City as people think. Because Ederson is thinking about leaving, Kevin De Bruyne is thinking about leaving, Alvarez is not signing a contract extension. Things aren't all sunshine and rainbows.
You know what that means, right? That means
yes.
Tick-tock. Tick-tock.
TikTok, my brother, TikTok. The reason why I say that is I think these players are kind of looking at Juventus from 2006. Remember when everyone left other than like Del Piero, Camoranesi, and fucking Buffon? Like everyone else just... Nedved, I think, stayed like 6, 7, 8 players left.
That's because they got relegated though, isn't it? So you got to wait on
No,
them
but think
charges.
about it from the player perspective, Lewis. If the hearing is in September or October, as they say, and even if they're found guilty for like whatever, and like Man City, get deducted like 30, 40 points, they finish 10th, 11th, 12th, they're playing for a soulless club. Would you stay? Put yourself in their position. What if the punishment is harsh? Imagine. Relegation.
I hear that. My only argument against that is that would only impact one tournament. That means they could just put everything into the UCL, for example. Club World Cup's also next year. And they're in that too.
So you think Julian Alvarez grew up in like Buenos Aires dreaming of playing Stockport away in the championship?
No, if they get relegated, that's a different conversation. If you're just talking points deduction, then I think
They
That
could
makes a
get
difference.
stripped of their titles as well if we're talking harsh as fuck punishments. They could. I'm just saying the actual possibilities.
If that's
Why
the
do you
case,
think
then that's
Ederson
the
is
case. I know
considering
from a
Saudi
player
Arabia?
perspective, though, they're still going to say they've won the league. You know, Juve,
Okay,
they still bring up their titles that they got stripped of in
actually,
2006
that
as
title
well.
got given to Inter Milan. If you go and right now Google,
No,
like,
but Juve as a club still acknowledge them as their trophies.
but that's the only one. I hear you, but that's
So I
probably
think from a player perspective as well, they'll be like, look, I played the whole season. I was part of the best team. In my eyes, I won. I got a medal.
Oh my god, I think it's more to do with like Pep leaving, getting a new challenge more than the charges. Like Ederson, for example, he's won like 7 Premier Leagues already at City. He's done the 4P. He's won the Champions League. They have
Yo, bring up that last Abdias comment.
So I think Ederson probably just wants a new move, right? Get the bag and all that kind of stuff. He's very injury prone as well now, so kind of just secure generational wealth before he even gets more injury. But I think Alvarez. I don't know, man. I think Pep's leaving in a year, so I think players are trying to get ready for their move now and go to greener pastures already before next year. It gets a little bit tricky.
Don't say this too loud. We say this every year. I'm gonna say it again. Just don't say it too loud, everybody. Man City's getting weaker.
They are.
Man City's getting weaker, and if you guys think Ederson leaving, who some of these guys tell me is the best keeper in the world, do you not hear that? They say he's better than Alisson. They say he's the best keeper, especially Vader.
Think that, literally no one
Especially Vader, my boy Vader. It tells me that all the time. So if they lose Kevin De Bruyne also, yeah, it could be an end of an era for Man City as this team that's been dominating. Let's see how they retool, because they're one of the best teams at retooling and revamping their squad. But can they really revamp the whole team?
Can they revamp with all this PSR shit?
Because Ederson's been there as their main keeper the whole time they've been good. Kevin De Bruyne has been there the whole time they've been good. They can lose pieces here and there, but the two staples has been Ederson, Kevin De Bruyne, and if I'm not mistaken, John Stones. Those three. So
if Alvarez leaves, if
Alvarez leaves, it's fine. They can get away with getting
no, not to another Premier League club. They can't.
Listen, they don't view Chelsea as a threat. That's the only reason.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, give us Alvarez. No, we're just doing our thing, man.
There's no way they're selling Alvarez to Manchester United, which is a city rival. They're not selling it to Liverpool or Arsenal because they view them as potential title rivals, and they're not going to sell to Tottenham because Tottenham are not going to pay his wages. So Chelsea is the only real option.
Just the Blue Brothers. And we're not doing anything serious. Remember, we're in the mud.
If they could get rid of him, and if they could sell him to somebody outside of the Premier League, they would.
Oh, we just got to sell him on the project.
Anyways, Man City once Pep leaves. Man City once Pep leaves. I don't know if they can maintain the standards that they've had over the last 5 years.
They definitely can't.
Well, they can. That was always going to happen. But it's about if they can go back to like the Mancini.
No, but you know what they're going to say. They're going to do the same thing Lewis and these Chelsea fans are doing since they lost Roman. But we're still Chelsea.
No, but I think losing a coach.
What does that even mean?
No, you listen, bro. You hear it every day on your streams. Even though you guys know the situation you guys are in, you guys still say we're still Chelsea.
No, but I think situation losing Roman and losing.
What do you mean? What situation? Have you not seen the state of your club for the last 2 years?
My team was 5 points off fourth, even with a Satanist in charge.
Bro, where were you the last 2 years? Like, I'm not talking about 1 year. I'm talking about.
Yeah. That team that finished 12th is dead and gone, bro. There's like 2 players left.
Was that Chelsea?
Oh no, that was the furthest thing from Chelsea. I was calling them Fulham Broadway FC for half the season.
Okay, but were you not still hearing we're still Chelsea?
Not only from that Minerals, brother. And he still thinks Havertz is next Bergkamp and Mount's the next Cruyff. So,
all right, whatever. My point is there's gonna be the new generation of Man City fans who are gonna be disillusioned by the state of their club if they do find themselves in a situation where they're in top 4 battles and no longer challenging for the league.
Chelsea fans, why do you always, whenever Egal says something, just get so rattled where you don't even listen anymore? What Egal is saying ain't even mad. He's comparing losing Roman to losing Pep. That's not even anything wild, by the way. That makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie. It kind
No,
of
no.
How?
Roman,
It's
they'll
the
never be
most
an owner
important
like
figure
Roman.
at the
Because don't
club.
forget, City won before Pep. They had won like 3 Prems in 5 years before.
Yeah,
Pep even won.
and Chelsea won before Roman.
Like,
So
Pep
No.
is a big
Chelsea were not
for
winning Prem
losing an
before
owner
Roman.
like
won.
Abramovich who will take
when
any
did
loss
Chelsea
that you
win
have and
before
just
Roman?
throw
One
money
second,
at it.
Sam.
No, it's
Let's
different.
catch with Sam.
It's different.
Let's catch with Sam.
We're not, no.
Chelsea win before Roman? When did Chelsea win before Roman? Go on.
by the
That's
way, there was a
irrelevant.
moment.
We had a
there was
couple of
moment-
FA
Guys,
Cups in
don't let
one
it,
year.
don't let him get
No,
off
that's
Man
not
City.
irrelevant.
One second.
That's not
Don't let him
irrelevant.
get off Man City.
When did Chelsea
The
win
point
before
is not
Roman?
about Chelsea.
See,
The point is
before-
about
there
the
you
point.
You
One
never
Before
second.
Roman, we had the most European trophies in London. So
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
not
but
even
when
the
did they
point.
win
The
before
point,
you?
the point is about the
won Cup
level of
Winners' Cup.
success that
They
Chelsea
win Cup
reached.
Winners' Cup. What
I
else
think
did
it
you
was
win?
Intertoto Cup.
The point is about the level of
Yeah,
success
see?
that Chelsea
When did
reached.
they win?
What else?
Let's
There
tell
The
you
was
what,
level of
Sam.
success
FA
that Man
Cup.
City's been able to reach under Pep.
No, I
Let's
think
be
There was
honest.
a point in
No,
there was
no,
a
but
But
point
we
in
were more a
time.
top
Great
4
owner,
team then.
Okay, I'll answer
Roman
the
was a
question.
great
No
owner.
problem.
Pre-Pep, Man City wasn't even top
Middlesbrough.
4 when it comes to trophies, league title wise in this league.
Oh,
Okay,
they
Now
but
were,
this
but
thing
they
is
had-
Egal,
but they were
Egal.
still
I hear. Let me just back Egal, and then you guys can disagree. The reason why I think what Egal is saying makes sense is because you're losing, in my opinion, the influential figure.
The greatest
If Pep
manager of
Guardiola
all,
was never
all time.
City manager, things would have changed.
Greatest
If Roman
manager.
Abramovich was never Chelsea owner, things would have been different. So that's the logic behind it.
But
However,
we're also not saying losing Pep is nothing deep. It's a
Yes,
big
big.
loss for them.
yeah,
Just
same
saying
way losing
losing
Roman was deep. That's
Ru-
Egal's
losing
point.
Roman
No,
is
Roman
a
was
bigger
big.
loss. It's a
Roman
bigger
was
loss.
bad.
I think the more comparable is what
Oh,
bigger loss.
okay. I hear what you're saying now. Okay. I thought you were saying
Yeah,
the
I'm
opposite.
still not downplaying anything you're
Roman was
saying.
bad, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you're saying the opposite. I thought you're saying losing Pep is more important
No,
than
no,
losing
no.
Roman.
Regardless, I'm just trying to give you guys the example of the magnitude of the loss. that
Egal
it's going to
said,
be
like,
to lose
if we
Pep.
lose Pep, we're finished. Egal said.
I didn't say you're finished, but
no,
I said
you
it's
did.
going to be an extremely difficult time.
Don't change what you said. You said exactly. I heard what you said.
I never
You
said finished.
You said
I-
Man
I'm
City.
not gonna
No,
lie,
you
I
did.
personally
I
think-
got you. 1 second.
I never said
City
finished.
One second. One second.
One
Let me give you
second.
back.
Finish is not even top 4.
That's what you guys said, and you said it.
Bro,
You said
did I
you're
say
finished.
top 4?
One
Did I
second.
say
No, you're
did I
not.
say you're
You didn't
finished?
say.
Like, get out of
No,
here.
you said you're finished.
Hamza,
Guys,
don't lie about my
rewind
name,
what
bro.
exactly what he said. Yeah.
I
Listen to
said
what he
top
said.
4.
No, now you're backtracking.
I said
yeah?
you won't be challenging for the league. You'll be challenging for top 4.
Listen, Pep Guardiola
Is
is
that
signing a
finished?
contract. Pep Guardiola
that
is signing a
finished?
Can
contract.
lie
One
on
second.
City standards.
Let me
That's
finish.
definitely
Let me finish.
finished. Let's be
Pep
real.
Gu- Let me give you the contract. Pep Guardiola is
I said
signing
it,
a
though.
contract. He's signing a contract. It's a fact. That's come from me. I'm telling you. Remember I said it? Pep Guardiola will sign a contract to show you that he loves Man City more than he loves
Okay, so
Barcelona.
if he doesn't sign his
Just
contract,
a little bit, to be fair.
if
No,
he
1
doesn't
second.
sign his contract, what are you gonna do?
I think
I'm gonna tell you. I was wrong.
if he extends, it's only
think
for
I'm-
1 more year.
Pep,
after. I don't
Pep,
think it's
no, now there you are. Now you're backtracking. Now, you see when you flip-flop, that's called flip-flopping. You stick with your word when you came on the stream, yeah, Grigs, yeah? You don't say, oh, that, but if you step, no. You said he's
No,
leaving.
he's on to great.
One
I'm
second,
telling you
Hamza.
1 second. One
No,
second.
no,
Don't be a flip-flop.
if he
Don't,
does
no,
stay,
don't be a
I
flip.
don't think
No,
Pep
don't be a
stays
flip-flop.
longer than
No,
2026.
listen. Anyone can say that.
Hamza,
I can-
you willing
I can sit on
to
both
make a
sides.
wager?
Listen,
I don't
I'm
think-
saying
If
I'm
Pep
saying-
doesn't sign a new deal and he ends up announcing he's
Pep is
leaving,
Pep's staying.
if Pep announces
Pep's
he's leaving by the end of the
Listen.
year,
When was Pep's
If
first
Pep-
year? 2016,
if
right?
Pep
2016
announces
was
he's
Pep's
leaving
first
by
year,
the end of the year, you
One
have to come on
second.
the show wearing a
Let me
wig.
finish. Let me say what's happening with this City thing.
Oh shit!
Pep Guardiola will stay. Number 2, Alvarez. Okay, the Alvarez deal you guys were talking about. Alvarez, this I don't believe that's true. He signed a contract last year, so he signed a contract. So why should we offer him a contract when he's got a contract that he signed last year to 2028? So we're giving someone a
Hamza's
contract
right.
every year.
He doesn't
I
care
know.
about
One
the
second.
contract. He wants to
One
play.
It
second.
was a
One
one-year
second, one second.
extension, I
So
think.
City have not offered Alvarez a contract. He's not their priority. The priority we've offered a
doesn't let
contract
other
is
people go.
Rodri. 1 second. The player that we've offered a contract is Rodri. This is the main player. And Kevin De Bruyne. Those are 2 priority. And Pep is number 1 priority who will sign a contract. Rodri's been given a contract to 2029, 2028. And KDB will be given an extension. So hopefully he signs. Then we can sell him to Saudi next year for 100-something million, which we're going to get cash. The
You're not getting
Edison deal,
100 million for KDB.
they've offered over 100 million now. What are we doing here? Over 100
No,
million.
they offered him wages.
What are we doing? They've offered City over 100 million. They're willing to pay over 100 million. Al Hilal are
No,
willing
they
to give.
didn't.
Man,
Show
what are you
the
talking
proof.
about? Show the proof. Go and read the proofs. It's been all over. And City said we're not gonna sell. Yeah. So number one, Edison contract, the Edison one. City have very good keepers, 2 classy keepers. Edison, who's Brazil number 1, yeah.
No, he isn't. Alisson is.
Okay, well,
Stop
let me
it.
finish. Let me finish. 1 second. Abdi, who's
Yeah, but he
Brazil
isn't.
number 1?
He isn't.
1 second.
Don't
1
lie
second.
and then say, let me finish.
1 second. Well, be honest.
Alisson is clear of Edison.
One second.
It's gonna come, bro.
The
You just
desperado that they
you
have,
just
Liverpool
forced it.
fans. Liverpool. Well,
That's the only thing they hold on to.
what? This is delusional fan base. You are so delusional. Edison, by this new manager, said Edison is number. Only reason he played is technicality. He's injured. Yeah. So, and let me tell you, Brazil got knocked out because of that fraud. Yeah. He can't save penalty. Alisson is worth 30 million. Al Nassr can hold out to 30 million. If they want a keeper for cheaper than 30 million euros,
You're so
it's
rattled and I
Anfield.
love it.
Alisson.
I love it.
Alisson's there. 1 second.
You know why?
No,
Because he
Anfield.
knows
No, 1
shit
second.
ain't the same at City anymore. That's
We
why
are
he's
willing.
rattled.
We are willing to sell.
Why so
We're
rattled,
willing.
Hamza? Calm
1
down,
second.
brother. Why
1
so
second.
rattled?
No, 1 second. If you want
Why
to buy
so angry?
less
I've never seen you
no,
this mad ever
1
before.
second. 1 second. Let me finish. I'm
Why
mad.
so angry, Akhi? You just had a shower, you
1
played
second.
football.
1 second. Let me
You should
finish.
have no stress
If
levels.
my Edison we've been offered 30 million euros. That's the biggest
See how
joke.
bad he is.
If they
See how
want
bad
to buy, if they want to buy Edison, I want a minimum of 50 to 60 million. I want to eat money so well. Yeah. If you want a cheaper keeper, Alisson's available. Well, straight away.
Who told you Alisson's
there.
available?
Yo,
Because
by the
that's
way,
what, let me say.
They tried for
already
Alisson
rejected
already and
Number
we
two.
said no, and
Number
Alisson
2,
said no.
guys,
Nice
Julian
try, bro.
Alvarez. 1 second, let me finish it. Julian Alvarez. We're willing to sell Julian Alvarez as long as we get 100 million. So if I'm gonna get 100
you're not
million,
getting 100 million.
okay,
No one's
they've
paying
offered.
100 million.
Chelsea are
No one's
willing
paying.
to offer
Or
80.
he's not even starting.
Yeah, no
Lewis,
one's
how much
paying
are
100.
you? How much are we willing to offer Chelsea? How much Chelsea are willing to offer?
How much are we willing to offer?
Yeah, for
No,
Alvarez.
we haven't. Oh, for Palmer.
No, Alvarez. If you offered Palmer 50 million, 45 million, how much were you willing to offer for Alvarez?
We don't know how much Chelsea are willing to offer yet. All we know is that you guys would be looking for about 70, 80 million.
Yeah, not 100.
70.
We don't know what Chelsea
Someone
are
has a
offering.
contract in 2028.
Someone who's got contract 2028. Bro, wait again. Yo,
that's all that the
desperate.
reports have been saying, isn't it?
1 second. 1 second. You're desperate football.
That's your
club.
blue
You're
brother,
8 in
Lewis.
Europa Conference League. You have to offer more than that. And
See?
here,
There
this
you
is
are.
downgrading. He's
That's who you
downgrading.
back.
He's
You can
downgrading.
hold
1
back.
second.
By
Lewis,
the,
you
by
can
the
hold
way,
back. There's no way Abdi, do you believe Alvarez is going to
I
play
don't know
Europa
how much
Conference
we
League?
would offer.
If you're
Like the
Alvarez,
only real
yeah?
question is just the wages.
Champions League, Premier League, World Cup, everything, and then
Go Alvarez. Imagine winning World Cup, Champions League, and you say, yo, I want a big ambition. I want to go to Europa Conference League. I don't believe this BS.
That's your blue brother, Lewis.
Blue
Yep,
brothers.
yep.
Blue
Yeah, I hope you're
brothers,
enjoying Lewis. Yeah,
listen,
blue brother.
I'm willing
Yeah.
to negotiate
I'm
with my
all
blue
good,
brothers.
man,
Listen, we're
because
blue
Alvarez
brothers.
could still be
No
coming
matter
to the
what,
Chelsea.
no matter what, I
Could
love
still be.
Chelsea. No matter what, they're my brothers. It doesn't matter.
Blue brothers.
I'm willing to sell to Chelsea to help Chelsea because I need Chelsea back. I need to see Chelsea back.
Yeah,
To
see,
me,
come on,
I
man.
want to
we
be
need
London
a
blue.
title race.
I London
We need
is
a
blue.
title.
I need Chelsea
Hey,
back.
let me put the red cartel on top, bro.
I'm willing to do discount for them for 70 million, fine. But 80 million, yeah, 80 million. 80 million,
Let me
fine.
put the red
For
cartel
Chelsea.
at the top.
Chelsea is the only football club I'll sell in this England. No one else. KDB will sign a contract, we'll sell him next year. You have to change the squad.
You've already
One
sold
thing,
to
if-
Arsenal.
one
What do you mean?
Yeah.
They
If Pep
do
Guardiola,
Zinchenko?
if Pep Guardiola
Yeah, but
leaves,
apparently
there's no-
Arsenal stitched him to the Prem.
One
They
second.
ain't doing it now.
They talk about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is going to sign a contract. And when Pep Guardiola leaves, obviously it's going to be a big blow. But one thing I guarantee, we will not be 20 years without a Premier League trophy. That will never
There
happen in
you
my
are.
football.
There
Alhamdulillah.
you
Wallah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, number 2, yeah, I'm
There
not
you
going
are.
to be complaining about leaking roofs, whatever it is,
But
blocked
didn't you
toilets,
go-
shit,
didn't
getting
you-
thumped
Hamza,
bottom of the group
Hamza,
at the Champions League.
Hamza,
That will
didn't
never
you go
happen to
60
me.
years without
My
winning a
manager,
trophy?
1
I'm
second.
confused.
My
Like,
Yeah, they
manager-
went 50 plus years, no league.
Sam, what's that?
so what is he talking about?
My owner has ambition. I told you, my owner has great ambition. We don't run football club. We run football clubs. We're not like you. We don't sit on the same table. The only club that I see in the future coming back, Chelsea will be back. You guys are sleeping on Chelsea. Chelsea are making the right signing. Estevao is a top talent they've just signed. You guys
Adebayo,
We're
I'm
bringing
so scared.
Ronaldinho back to Brazil, man.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sorry.
will
The
be
guy
watching.
that's
I'm
been
making the
shitting
right
on
move.
Fear League this
Chelsea
past
are
year,
making.
all of a
Chelsea
sudden
are
believes
making.
that Chelsea are coming back.
Chelsea are gonna come back slowly, I believe.
He
I
said
pray they come
Alvarez
back as
won't
they
go
did.
because the
Because
Conference League. Now he's
I
saying
feel
Chelsea
bad
are
for
coming
Chelsea
back.
fan. I hang around with Chelsea fan. Chelsea fan will always be like this. Don't forget it, Chelsea fan. I'll stand
Chelsea
up by
fans
you
didn't
because
speak to you when you were in League One. Don't lie.
listen. Chelsea fans are the people that gave me belief that I can win the Champions League. I can dunk on heritage like Madrid. Yeah, you guys were the ones who were scared of Madrid.
When did Chelsea dunk on Madrid?
They dunk on Madrid. They were the first club
2021?
to dunk on Madrid.
No,
Not
you
so much
beat Bayern
Champions
in the
League.
final.
Well,
And
they
City.
No,
beat
that's
Real Madrid.
2012.
But
Yeah,
Chelsea were the
and City. You beat, not
Chelsea.
Madrid.
Chelsea were
No,
the only
semi-final.
club.
We beat Madrid.
Chelsea were the only football club that
He
used to
said
tell
final, though,
Ronaldinho.
the fraud.
Chelsea, you're the
Oh.
only football club that used to tell Ronaldinho you're sitting on the floor when you're coming to Stamford Bridge. Yo, they were sweating like dogs. I'm telling you now.
Yeah,
Chelsea
Barca
gave
hates
the
us more
belief.
than Madrid.
I
Good
will
times,
always respect Chelsea. So one day I will see Chelsea, and I stood with them through
He's
thick and thin. I
trying
want
so
Cole Palmer
hard
to
for
do
Lewis
well.
to be on his
So
side.
to me,
It's so pathetic,
I don't
honestly.
mind saying Chelsea.
Because
to
Lewis
do
is
well.
on his side
It's the
already.
blue brotherhood. You don't
100%.
understand.
But I'm
Don't
not gonna. I'm not.
understand.
When Pep Guardiola signs an
Money
extension,
laundering FC. Let's go.
when Pep
Oh man,
Guardiola
oil brothers.
when Pep Guardiola signs a extension, I want each one of you to apologize. And say, Hamza, we were wrong. Hamza, we were wrong, and you are the professor.
Hey, I hope
Yeah?
Pep resigns.
And when
I've never heard an apology come out of your mouth for the waffle that you've been spitting the past year. And you
No,
can't
but
apologize
apologize.
for Pep.
Hold on.
Get the hell
Are
out
you
of
willing
here.
to apologize? Are you
Get the
willing
hell
to
out of here.
apologize? Pep's gonna
Get
stay.
the hell out of here.
There you are. Flip flop. This is
Are you
great.
gonna apologize for comparing
Hamza.
Alvarez to
Hamza.
Batistuta? Are you gonna apologize for comparing Guardiola to Maldini? Are you gonna apologize for comparing Goku to
Hamza, bro, I hope Pep resigns.
No,
I hope he
don't wanna
resigns.
Hamza, I'm gonna ask you a simple
Want to
question.
know why? Because I want to be the one that ends the Pep era, blood. I don't want the excuse that Pep left. I want to be the one to do it, blood. No excuses, no BS, bruv. I want to say we did that shit.
Sam, there's a rumor that's going on.
The Pep era did start with Chelsea winning a Premier League.
I'm just gonna say the last thing about there's a rumor that's going on. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, that we've offered Pep Guardiola shares at City Football Group. So part of the deal is he stays. After that, he goes to that New York team. What's the New York team? The New York team that we own. Yeah,
New
NYC.
York FC.
Yeah. He goes there and the PR basically. So that's what we've given him. Listen, Girona, 50% shares, yeah? You know who owns 51% of the share? Pep Guardiola's brother.
We know that already.
Pep Guardiola's brother, if you're watching it, mwah.
Yo, Pep ain't coaching in the Bronx, New York. Get the hell out of here, bro.
He thinks Pep is going to
coach
MLS. Imagine, Griggs.
Bro, Pep is not coaching in the Bronx, bro.
He's coming to teach America. He's going to make America great again.
Lewis, you get the problem
He's going to make America great again. He's going to make America great again. When Pep Guardiola comes there, that's the lyric.
You guys know. You guys allow Hamza's disillusion takes.
He's so delusional. There is nothing he said that's
Hey,
actually
all the
smart.
stuff he said about Chelsea, I didn't mind personally.
Yeah, he insulted your club. I got
hype, man.
No, he just said we're in the Conference League. I'm winning it.
Can
I'm winning the trophy next season.
Hamza, can you admit that at this moment in time, you're sitting in a situation where you don't know the direction of your club?
Well, what do you mean direction of a football club? The aim is to Rodri Pep's contract.
Go on, Egal.
The first one is Pep contract. What do you mean direction? What are you talking about? Bro,
you don't know the direction of your football club because you could be potentially losing your goalkeeper who's won you numerous league titles.
Yeah, he can go.
You could be potentially losing your best midfielder in your club's history. You could be potentially losing the best manager in your club's history. You could also be potentially losing one of the best right backs in Premier League or club history. Walker very soon.
He can go.
Because he's already
why can Walker go? Because he said he trade your trophies for the Euros, yeah?
I'll open the door for him. Yeah, Walker, there you are, the door.
Okay,
make your way.
So my point is,
you think I'm scared?
My point is
you think I'm like you guys?
With all of these things happening at the same time, you cannot expect a smooth transition, my brother.
Bro, you think I'm scared Kyle Walker leaving? What are you doing? Really? Like,
You're not scared about Kyle Walker, but you're scared about the rest of the things that I said.
No, listen, you have to change. Sometimes you have to move on in life. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but,
you've gone through
losing Kevin De
trauma.
Bruyne,
One second. Because you've
Ederson,
gone through 1 second.
Pep
Because
is a
you
mess.
1 second. Because
I think
you
Pep's the
1
only
second,
one that
1
would
second.
affect them.
Because you guys
Pep's
lost
not going to stay
Vieira.
if all those people are getting changed over, bro.
Bro, we got Pep staying.
Let's
That's the
keep it
key thing to
100.
me. Pep needs to sign a contract. That's all I need. That's the first thing. That's the best news. If Pep signs a contract, I'm coming to dunk on all of you, man. And I'm gonna prove it to you. He loves my football club more than he loves Barcelona.
So
Remember?
put
No.
something on the
He
line.
loves City's
put
he loves
something on the
City's
line.
board
He
more than he
loves
loves
my team
Barcelona's board.
more
One
than
second.
Barcelona.
So if Pep Guardiola announces he's leaving before the end of the season,
He's not leaving.
you have to eat a one chip challenge.
Bro, chips.
The hot
No,
chip.
no. Tell him about the challenge, Egal. Tell him about the
Not
challenge.
fries, not fries. We're talking about potato chips.
One chip challenge. The hot spicy chip.
I don't want that spicy chip one.
It's like a very spicy chip. Like it will burn. It's very bad. You'll need gloves.
You'll have the
you'll
same
need
tears you
gloves.
had in when you lost to Chelsea in the
You'll
Champions
need
League
gloves
final.
and everything. Like, are you willing to take that risk? If Pep does not, if Pep announces no.
Yes.
If Pep announces he's leaving before the end of the season.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I'm not involved.
Warrior, someone clip this and send this to me.
By the way, I'm not
second.
involved. It's
One
just
second.
you.
No,
Nobody else.
you have to.
Nobody else
and
has
if you
anything
sign-
else on the line.
no,
Just you.
If you
Because you're so
I would
confident.
only do that if you sign. If you say you would do the same if you sign the contract.
No. I told
There
you,
you are.
I'm not involved. I simply asked,
Flip-flop,
are you
there
willing
you
to
are.
put?
You're not
No.
confident.
That's the first thing I said.
Classic
Now you're
Arsenal
trying to flip
fans,
it.
all
Do you
talk,
guys notice this?
and you don't
I said it
confident
from
on
the
what you
jump.
say.
I said, how confident are you? How confident are you?
Boy, signing a contract. What are we doing?
Okay, so then why are you worried?
So why should I accept when you're not accepting it? Show me that
I don't have anything to do with this. I don't have insider information.
But you said he's
You're
leaving.
the one saying
Egal,
he's
you have to accept as well, Loki.
You said he's leaving.
I'm not accepting nothing.
There you are.
I want to test his information. Does he believe his source or not? It seems like he doesn't believe his source because he wants to put some other person's collateral.
The other thing I was
I'm not
gonna say.
involved.
My brother, his source is Abdi Ghani in the background. That's his sources, man.
Listen. Okay.
I'm not involved. I'm simply
Remember-
asking you, are you confident? I don't know how serious you're confident.
Remember,
you're-
it's exclusive. I told you first in this channel. He's signing on. Remember, exclusive. No,
Okay,
don't
so
forget.
put your
Anytime you find out, remember I told you lot
put
first.
your sources and back them. Back your sources.
Bro, I'm 100%. 100.
Okay, so then back your sources by saying you're going to accept the challenge.
But I want you to accept the challenge because I want to see you burn.
I don't have
wanna see
nothing to do with this.
There's nothing
It's
makes
not
me
my.
happy to
It's
see
not.
Arsenal
I'm not
fans being
saying.
paid.
I'm not saying he's going to sign
I
or
need
not
to
going
see
to
you
sign.
paid.
I have no information. So
No.
I'm not the one saying I have. I'm not the one saying
know-
I have information. So I don't have to agree to shit.
Do you
If
know
you
why?
want to agree to
Because
it,
I'll only agree to
if
it
you want
because
to
I wanna
agree
see
to
you
it,
paid.
halas, I believe you. Because then you actually are backing your source.
I'm
But if you're not going to
100%,
back your
bro. I'm
source,
so
then
confident.
I know
I'm so
you don't
confident.
even believe it.
If you accept it, I'll
The
accept
fact,
it.
the
100%.
simple
That's how I'm
fact that you're
confident.
trying to get me involved tells me you don't believe it.
What
You
I
don't
said,
believe
if
it.
you do,
You've been
no.
caught out again, Hamza.
What
You've
are
been
you
caught
talking
out.
about?
Just admit it. You don't know
I-
nothing. Just admit it. You don't know
Not
nothing.
really. The fact that he's challenged you means that he's confident that
Egal,
he's gonna win.
you're
and he
scared.
wants
You're
to
scared. I want you to
Bro,
see
I don't have
whether you'll
nothing to
accept
do with
it.
this. I don't have
There you
insider
are.
information.
Typical
I'm asking
Arsenal
you
fans.
how
That's like
reliable your
Arsenal fan
insider
talk.
information is. I'm not taking nothing. I don't have anything to do with this. I'm simply
So
asking
the Euro
you.
highlights
I'm
like
asking
this.
you put your credibility on the side. Put your credibility on the line.
Egal, you're
I don't have
not
anything
confident.
to do with this.
You-
I'm
you're
telling
the
you
one
once
that's
again.
you're the one that came out here and said, "Oh, do you not feel confident that your manager might?"
Yeah,
be leaving?"
because it's
but you can't
you.
talk with chest.
I have
You
nothing
can't.
to do with this.
So don't
Understand.
talk with chest when
One
you can't
second.
back it.
Understand. I am not
you're
a Man
confident
City
to back
fan.
anything.
I don't have insider information on Man City. I'm not guaranteeing shit. You guaranteed it. If you're gonna guarantee it, why not back yourself?
I'm happy to do it. You do it.
Okay, so
I'll do
then
it.
okay, done.
Egal, you
do
have
it
to be a
together.
man. Shake his hand.
I
You'll
don't
do
have
it
nothing
well.
to do with this, Hamza. Hussam,
Do
I
it,
have
I'll do
nothing
it.
to do with this.
I'll
I'm not
accept you if you
agreeing
do
to
it.
shit. I'm simply
There
proposing
you are.
to someone
Classic.
to back themselves. I don't have to back shit. Same way.
Okay, Hamza,
Egal.
if Pep announces he'll leave at the end of the season, you'll eat the hot chip. Deal?
Same
I
way,
want
Hamza.
Egal to do it. I want to see Arsenal fan in vain.
Same way,
Allah,
same
Allah.
way, Hussam, same way. When Jude Bellingham didn't sign, if Jude Bellingham would have signed for Liverpool, nobody else had to cut their hair.
Yeah, that is true. I hear it.
Egal, you have
Hamza,
to
do
do
you
it.
accept yes or no? Do you accept the
I
challenge?
want. If Egal does it, I'll do it. I'll accept it.
Bro, I have nothing to do with this.
I want to see him in
Like,
pain because I know
probably
it
do
will
the
happen.
same shit Hamza's doing right now. I'm not gonna
You know,
lie.
because I know he'll be in pain. I know he'll be in pain.
Egal,
And I
do you
want to see
accept
us
the
with
challenge? Yes or no? Before
No,
we
I
move
have
on.
nothing to
There
do
you
with this.
are.
I'm never gonna
Chicken.
accept it.
Chicken.
Okay, listen.
Chicken.
Then
You're a
if
chicken.
he's not gonna accept the challenge, then khalas. Big up to Bibek who says
I have
Hussam
nothing to do with this. He's the one that flipped it. Good on him. Good job.
Wallahi, guys, a chicken. You're such a
Listen,
chicken.
there's
You
no
always
Egal,
level
wait,
of
khalas. Let me
manipulation
just
that
do these two
will
super chats
convince
because I
me
want to
to
ask
do
you about
something that I
Arsenal.
don't want to do.
Khalas, it's not. Listen, you both aren't accepting. Hussam fraud. Ederson make around 100k and he was offered 500k and Alvarez won't get game time while Haaland is there. It's not Salah because he won one league. My brother, Saudi Arabia have been begging for Mo Salah for the second summer running. I don't know which news outlet you're using, but change it. Alvarez icing on the cake. Chelsea looks like a ball of batter at the moment. We'll see if they bake this season. You're on mute. There you are. The floor is yours.
But yeah, man, just wait and see, man. Yeah, we look like shit. Yeah, definitely. We're a mess. Ignore us. Don't pay any attention to the Chelsea. Just focus on you lot. Focus on you lot, man. Just ignore us.
Big up to Blaze, who's a Chelsea oil brother, not claiming Hamza. He says, we don't know you, Hamza. We know City fans, oil bros. Fully just saying, fuck Hamza, basically, indirectly. Fair enough, Blaze, if that's your thought process. But anyway, listen.
Blaze, don't message me again,
yeah?
Blaze better not message me again. Oh, Hamza, are you going to sell me Alvarez? Oh, Hamza, what's happening latest with Alvarez deal? Yeah, don't message me next time. Typical. I can show you my DMs, all these Chelsea fans messaging me.
Oh, shit. Okay, there's people to expose. Fair enough. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Final topic of the day. I don't want to keep you guys for too long. And that's just the Arsenal topic real quick. Big up Blaze, Dispossessed, Giovanni, and 115 for the super chats. Big up to Zoro as well, who just dropped one. He says, why is Arsenal talking to us? They are not at our level. Walker can go so we can get Kimmich. Ederson, we have Ortega. Hashtag Chelsea is what Zoro is saying. I mean, to
Not
be
the
fair,
Chelsea.
currently, I mean, Arsenal are at a better position than Chelsea. Even Lewis will admit that at current stage right now, to be fair. That's not a wild take, you know, but...
Wait. I think that's a City fan saying
Are you a
Yeah,
City fan or a Chelsea fan? That's confusing.
Chelsea
Nah,
fan,
he's
Chelsea
saying
fan.
Walker can go so we can get Kimmich. So we, City.
Okay, but why is the hashtag Chelsea at the end so fucking
Blue
confusing?
brothers.
Blue
Brothers. Come on, man.
No, fair enough.
We'll
My
never
guy.
forget. We'll
The
never
glazing
forget
is
twin brothers.
crazy.
Yeah, I can like
Keep hating. Shout out my
mad
brothers.
glazing. Big up to Lauren, who's back. You got me. Jerry came home. She apologized for her wild takes. The happy clapping seal is back. You got me. Khalas, we've made peace. How can Egal and Hamza shave their head when there is no hair to be had? Is what
Okay,
Lauren
come on me, my
At least I
barber.
have
Come on me,
something.
my baby. Come on me, my
I feel like
barber.
Egal has like a little bit of hair. Hamza definitely don't have hair. He just has
Wallahi,
hair
go,
grows right here.
One
on
second,
the
I
side,
just
a
shaved my
little
last week.
That's
wallahi.
why when I said I'm gonna shave my hair, it actually meant something. Because I had a fucking whole head full of hair, and I said I'm gonna fucking shave it, and it meant something because I shaved off like fucking 8 levels worth of hair. So you know that's the difference.
Bro, you had to do different sets.
Yeah. Big up to Blaze who says the lies. How the message of show, I think he means the message of me ever messaging you. Hamza, why you
big
go
up Blaze.
hiding whenever anyone questions you?
Big up Blaze. Call him out on his BS.
Proper Chelsea.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this back to Hamza when he's back because this guy trying to waffle. Absolute fraud. Anyway, listen, big up to you, Lauren. Haven't said that in 3 months because of your fraudulent acts. And Zoro for the super. Egal, guys, like the video. Yalla. Mods, do your thing. Egal, Calafiori, Arsenal situation, because we haven't spoken about Arsenal on A-listers. So I just want you to tell us just the update on Arsenal, the Calafiori situation. Who you got?
These people are smoking the something because they gave Basel a 50% sell-on clause when they bought Calafiori. Listen to what I just said. They gave Basel a 50% sell-on clause when they bought Calafiori. Now they're trying to sell Calafiori, which they bought for 4.5 million, by the way, for 50 million potentially to Arsenal. That's 45 million plus 5 million add-ons. And they're saying the only way they're going to sell for that price is if Arsenal put a similar type of sell-on clause on the player. Potentially, they want like a significant sell-on clause from Arsenal if we ever do sell Calafiori for a decent amount of money. And Arsenal's like, no, we're gonna give you the cash that you asked for, and we're gonna give you like 5+ on add-ons. We're not giving you no sell-on clause. And remember what I just said. Basel has a 50% sell-on clause. These guys are idiots. Who agrees to buy a player and give a club a 50% sell-on clause?
Like you're spitting. 50% is too much. That's just facts right there. 50%.
Sure, Bayern had 40% on Xerxes.
Oh fuck! So Balogun,
yeah, and you know the club involved again, Bologna. Dumbass.
This club is stupid.
They put
they
added clauses for.
Bro, they bought the player for 4.5 million. They're potentially going to sell him for 45 plus 5 million. So if that's 50 million, right? They're still going to be making, even if they get half, they're still going to be making 25 million. That's 5 times what they bought the player for. But they're greedy ass motherfuckers, want more than anything else. So they're holding out for Arsenal to give them more. Either give them a big significant sell-on clause in the future or give them something else. You know what we did? We said, since we have KVR, we'll offer you KVR on loan and still give you the full money that we were looking to give you. They still said no. So at this point, we're just in a standstill. We're trying to figure out how to get a solution because they want a significant sell-on clause in the future or something in the short term to increase the pay, the money for the contract. But we were told 50 million euros is enough to get the deal done. We've offered 50 million. They're still not happy. It's at this point, it's just annoying.
Wait, so you don't think you're going to get Calafiori at the end of all this?
I think we will, but Bologna have no incentive to get the deal done right now. They're going to try to make Arsenal sweat as long as possible, hoping that somebody else comes back into the race.
Who's the somebody else? I don't get it.
Juventus?
That's the only one. But I you know, the one thing that pisses me off about Italian clubs, and Grigs and Lewis have been in the same position when they're trying to buy like an Italian player. Whenever it's Juve, they willingly open their legs. Yes, you know, you can take him for like half the price. But whenever it's an English club that pulls up wanting to buy a player, it's always like double what they want from Juve.
They are the stingiest motherfuckers to negotiate with.
I hate that.
They
Bologna
lowball everyone, and then when you want to go for their player, it's like 3 times the price. Fuck
no,
off.
but we have a good relationship with Bologna because of the deal that we previously did with Tomiyasu. We do have a working relationship, understanding with the club. But what the problem we have is, in order for us to get this deal done, we're going to try to get KVR off our books also. And one of the Italian clubs are going to have to agree to buy KVR also. Because KVR is...
You should send KVR to them.
No, but they don't want him on loan.
They don't? Wow.
They don't want to match his wages.
Why don't they want him? They're in Champions League. That would be a great upgrade for them.
They don't want to match his wages, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They're broke. Well, that's the deal with Italian clubs. It's the worst club to deal with.
So Inter, AC Milan, and Juventus have all been interested in KVR. So it's just a whole heap of mess. Bologna just seem like at this moment in time, they're just waiting. They don't have to sell the player. The window, there's so long.
Do you think this is your chance to win the league, Egal? Because I've been saying this all summer long.
I think we're in a strong position to win the league, yes. And you know me, I've been saying it. I'm confident we're going to do it this year.
There we go. Now he's back.
He heard it.
Who's back?
Hamza.
Oh, he heard Arsenal will win the league and he's back?
How is he outside? What is he doing? Throwing garbage out?
Hamza, we can't hear you, by the way.
I was looking for Foden. Is he on mute?
Hamza hype, man. I thought it's Hamza guy, man.
Oh, Hamza don't have it. They're saying Hamza hype. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hamza, are you here? Can you unmute yourself? That would be nice. We cannot hear you, Hamza. We cannot hear you. This is the problem when you talk and don't listen.
But yo, Hussam, I'm surprised you picked to speak about Calafiori. The real story today is Mikel Moreno, the Spanish midfielder. He's seriously being linked to Arsenal.
I think Mikel Moreno is an absolute tank, to be honest with you. And I said I'd take him at Liverpool. I think he's a beast, to be honest.
Yeah, we're looking at him as like a Granit Xhaka replacement.
Watched him a couple of times for Sociedad, bro. That guy is not normal. I'll tell you
we technically never replaced Xhaka, if you really think about it. Rice is not really a Xhaka replacement. Havertz was never really a Xhaka replacement. So if we bring in a left-footed midfielder in Mikel Moreno for what, 30 million, 27 million, however much it is, at 28 years old, he comes into the team, immediately is like somebody who can fill a hole in our team that we need filled, and he's a good rotation also. I think he might end up being a week in, week out starter potentially.
I don't like the balance of Arsenal's midfield. Every single link I hear, because if you play Marino, right, like obviously Xhaka worked and stuff like that because Party was
Marino, Rice, Odegaard.
Okay, but that worked because Party was a high volume passer, so Xhaka's touches didn't have to be a lot. But if you bring in Marino, right, the box crash, all that kind of stuff, that would then you leave Rice in the middle of the park to be the progressive passer, and he has shown that he cannot do that.
Marino would be the progressive passer.
But Xhaka's role was not to be a Xhaka's role was to be a box crasher. He was always in the final third.
Xhaka originally was the best passer on the team.
Yeah, originally, but no, Arteta, that final season when you finished second originally, Xhaka's role was much more advanced and being kind of deeper because Party was the one that was progressing everything. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to make Marino like for like Xhaka replacement under Arteta's final evolution with Xhaka, I wait for Rice because I don't think Rice can do that lone six role. There's a reason why Jorginho got integrated back into the lineup and moved Rice to the 8 because Jorginho is obviously a much better passer of the ball. And that's just a fact. And
is Mikel Moreno not really good on the ball and able to do the distribution?
Nah, I think Moreno's definitely.
I think he's good on the ball, but like I'm talking about that requires a six of a number 6 that can average 105 touches on the ball. Like Zubimendi for me from Sociedad would be a better fit, but he doesn't want to leave, so I'm not gonna say like.
He's waiting for Real Madrid in a year's time.
He might just not even want to leave Sociedad because he's turned down Barcelona, he's turned down Arsenal. Busquets recommended.
Basque teams, their players don't leave.
It's weird. So I just don't think with like Marino, but it could work. Arteta's a good coach, so maybe he can make it work. Maybe invert a couple of midfielders like a Timber or something. But I worry about the balance of Arsenal's midfield, all these links and stuff.
By the way, what Grigs is saying isn't crazy because Marino isn't as good as passer as Partey, where he makes up for it defensive presence, 100%.
Yeah, but Mikel Arteta is obsessed with winning duels. And Mikel Moreno is one of the best at winning duels in top 5 leagues based on statistical numbers that I've looked at. So maybe Mikel Arteta's whole thing about Arsenal is not building a team that's good at passing and playing Spanish type football. He might just be looking to shut up shop and have the best defensive team in Europe. That's what
you average about 70% possession a game.
I know, but still, when we lose the ball, we immediately want to win it back. So that's why he has so many people around the pitch.
But there's certain teams that are not going to press you, though. They're just going to be like, have at it.
No, but if we ever lose the ball, we have players across the whole pitch that can immediately win it high up the pitch and get us quick transitions.
Yeah, but there's also teams that are going to be able to beat that press.
We're not necessarily going to always be pressing. Sometimes it's going to be half. It's a half press. You press at the halfway line. You don't always have to press. You don't always have to press.
I think for me, Arteta has gone too much into the physical route, like the duels and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think your midfield needs to be like this elite duel machine because you have the 2 best dueling center backs in the league anyway, in Saliba and what's his name, Gabriel Magalhaes. So like you need some tech in your midfield. Eventually, if you want, especially in Champions League, the duels is great, bro. But what happens when you go up against a Porto again in the mid block and stuff like that? And obviously you beat them, but it was a penalty shootout, so it was a flip of a coin at the end. Like those kind of mid blocks, right? Those are gonna be hard to break down, and you're gonna need someone in the midfield. And if it's Rice, Marino, Odegaard, for me that leaves a lot of onus on Odegaard to be something that
here. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back.
I'm listening to Calafiori and all that stuff.
We're happy to have you, Hamza. Hamza, Blaze is asking you to show proof of him messaging you.
Blaze, let me go to my Twitter 1 second. Okay, so many messages.
You're actually going to get proof?
Yeah, 1 second.
Because Ed here is saying Hamza ducks smoke more than a non-cigarette smoker around Hussam. You know what's funny? I think, bro, smoking is an epidemic in Jordan. Everyone smokes.
That's the influence Arsene Wenger did when he came to UK.
Why?
For
Cigarettes
people
are
to
cheap?
stop drinking and stop smoking.
No, cigarettes are cheap, but we're the second highest smoking nation in the world.
Well, Kuwait, Jordan.
Yeah, it's an epidemic.
Who's the
over there.
highest?
I think the highest was a
India.
Latin American country. No.
Oh, yeah,
Latin
Colombia. Yeah, Latin America.
No, it wasn't Colombia. It was a Latin American country in North America. I think it was either like Honduras, something like that. But I'm not sure.
Not
sure.
my home.
Panama,
not my
possibly,
home.
yes. Panama, possibly one of
It's
them.
not Brazil because Brazil is bad.
Yeah, it's not Brazil. It's not Brazil.
It's not my country.
Big up to Blaze again, who says, Egal, you're right. Basel are so dumb. Imagine them thinking AFC are going to make profit on Calafiori in the first place. What's 50% of a player who will be free? Oh, shit. Sending shots at you there, Egal. Response, Blaze?
He might be right, but look at it this way: the player's 23 years old. Even if we give him a 4-year deal, he could potentially attract the interest of a Real Madrid, and in 2 or 3 years time, that could be 80 million. So
I have a question for you.
You could still fuck yourself over. Don't forget, this guy's 23 years old. He's not nowhere near the finished article yet.
I have a question for you. Are you not tired of your club going after hybrid defenders every single time and not go get like a striker or like a proper midfielder? Because it's every day center back that can play left back, center back that can play right back, this yada, center back that can play DM, yada, yada, yada. It's everyday hybrid, but never a striker. Because there's a high chance you go into the season next year with Kai Havertz as your number 9. Can you win a title over Manchester City with Kai Havertz as your 9?
Who was our starting left back last year?
Kiwior.
Is that good enough?
I don't think Kiwior and Calafiori are like that much farther apart. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, have some shame.
Calafiori is a left back. I don't think. Well, first of all, Calafiori is a center back. He's not a left back, and he played left back for Roma, and he was terrible.
Excuse
the
me.
Last time he played left back was at Roma.
Let me ask you a question. If Martinez signed for Arsenal, what position would he have played?
Who? Lisandro.
Lisandro, yes.
The player that Calafiori is on the ball.
Sorry?
Lisandro Martinez is 155 times the player that Calafiori is on the ball.
Okay, and where does he play for Manchester United?
Center back.
Where would he have played if he joined Arsenal?
Left back. Lisandro Martinez is also 5'9". He's not 6 foot plus.
Guess what? Better. It just means we have another person who can win aerial duels and is a set piece threat.
See what Arteta has done to the beautiful game, bro. It's all about left back winning duels in the air. When has a left back ever had to worry about winning aerial duels? Whatever happened to left backs bombing up and down the pitch?
He can do that also. Did you not see him in the Euros get an assist?
Did you see Calafiori bomb up and down the wing? I saw him bomb up the middle.
One second. You signed a striker. He had more assists than your striker than you just signed from that club.
Oh, shit.
I don't care about assists. That has no metric because
no. But you said bombing forward. You asked about bombing forward. I just gave you.
Have you ever seen Calafiori bomb up and down the wing, or have you seen him bomb up the middle of the pitch? Because those are two different things.
Regardless, he's contributing in the attack.
No. Regardless,
what's the difference,
bro? Bombing up the middle of the pitch as a center back is what you saw John Stones do yesterday for a minute. That's different because that just means there's a lot of space in the open field.
Yeah, last year
bombing up and down as a left back is completely different. That's the side of the pitch.
Last year, he played center back, but understand 90% of his career, he played as a left back.
And he wasn't good at it because he was at Roma and he tore his ACL one time. He's a center back. He's a center back.
How do you know he wasn't good at left back?
Because I watched Roma.
Listen, Mikel Arteta does not sign players for their traditional position that you think they're going to be playing in. Just look at some of the signings we've made. Ben White comes in, everyone's saying, oh, he's going to be a center back. Next thing you know, he's playing as one of the best right backs right away. Kai Havertz, we didn't know what the hell he was going to do with him. Just don't be surprised if he signs this guy and he plays him as part of our back four and he has him as his default left back going forward next season. And this guy gets used to it. And by the end of the season, we have an even better defense because last year, one of our main issues was our left back position. Nobody could nail down a position. We continuously chopped and changed. And that was a weak point in our defense. That was one of the areas where if we went up against speed, KVR was not good enough. If we went up against a decent team and we had Zinchenko there, we were very vulnerable. If we played Tomiyasu there, we were solid defensively, but at times we were struggling offensively because Tomiyasu couldn't contribute in the offensive end at times. And overall, it was just one of our areas of weakness. So if you're asking me, am I sick and tired of us signing defenders? Well, if I see that that's going to benefit the team and it's a position where we can improve on, no. I'm not sick and tired of it.
Yeah, but
If you're
you just
saying
named a bunch
if
of
you're saying
center-back
a
left-back.
striker, if you're saying a striker is going to improve this team massively, well, unfortunately, Arsenal does not deem any of the strikers on the market that are available an upgrade or a level raiser or somebody who's going to get us that league title.
Yeah, but you just named a bunch of guys that have the same profile as Tomiyasu. I mean, not as a Calafiori. You just named a bunch of center backs that play left back. You didn't name me a single actual left back that can actually keep the width. Why not go sign a left back that is a traditional left back? Like an Aïnouri, for example.
We tried to, the Turkish guy.
Kadioglu.
Yeah.
He's also right-footed. He doesn't keep width. He inverts.
It didn't go any further. I heard we were interested in him. Never went any further than that. Never
He
know.
plays left back because at Fenerbahce,
At this moment in time, we have too many left backs. We're getting rid of Calafiori. We're going to get rid of Zinchenko. What do you call it? Tavares is already gone. We want to get rid of Kieran Tierney. We have 6 left backs at the club. You don't realize the left back situation at Arsenal is one of the worst situations. We have so many of them, and none of them are of the standard to help us win the league.
But at striker, you have the guy that's ascending to help you win the league.
You want to know something? Name me a team that, what do you call it, scored 100+ goals that people are saying, oh, they need to sign this player, they need to sign an attacker. We might not necessarily need to improve our attack every window. We can improve on the mean by getting somebody who can rotate with Saka and Odegaard and getting in another midfielder and a left back. Buying a striker alone is not always the solution.
When Man City were scoring 100+ goals with the false nine, everyone kept telling them to go sign a striker.
Yeah, because they were saying you need a striker to win the Champions League.
Yeah, they did that, and they won the Champions League.
Good for them.
So, I just think, for me, I think like the hybrid, it's everyday hybrid defender.
That's the most funny reply ever. Egal just said, "Good for them." Hey, fair enough, Egal. I hear.
Bro, I just every day I see Arsenal linked with hybrid defender. It's a left back center back combo. It's like, bro, it's for me, it's overdone now.
Listen, if everyone's just gonna sit here and say Havertz ain't him, Kai Havertz is not gonna do it. Jesus not gonna do it. That guy's not gonna do it. Well, we are not looking at one individual player to score us 20 goals. If my team is dependent on one individual player to score 20 goals, and that's the only way we're going to win or lose, that's very easy for teams to lock you down and mark that player and stop that team from winning. If you're only depending on one individual player.
Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I hope our next A-listers episodes will actually.
Now I hear that, but I do think most title winners have someone that they usually rely on more for goals. Even if you do spread it out.
Yeah, you can spread it out and have multiple players get +10.
Like Liverpool would have a Salah, for example. City have
that's what I'm saying. It's 1-1, 89th minute. You need a goal. Who is the guy that you look at?
No, that's
if it's 1-1 and we need a goal, you give the ball to Martin Odegaard or Bukayo Saka, and they create something, and we get a goal from it. Simple.
Okay, fair enough. If that's how you view it, I hear it.
Think about it. How many times did Bukayo Saka set up a winner this past season? How many times did we have Kai Havertz or somebody else pop up with a goal and Bukayo Saka's on the end of creating that chance? How many times is it that it's late in a game and we have multiple guys that can change games for us? Don't just look at one individual.
But ultimately,
he's basically saying
nothing, which is why I hear the argument of you guys might just need someone who can guarantee you 20-25 a season.
Yes, I agree. I agree with Lewis.
Who's that guy?
I think Tony. Easy.
Essentially, Osimhen, Tony, Gyökeres, they're all still up for sale in the market. You could take a Lukaku, proven Prem striker.
I like Tony. I like Ivan Tony. I like Ivan Tony, but the club are not looking at him anymore. They had an interview with him. They didn't like it. They didn't like his interview. And that's
but let me ask you: do you think? Let me ask someone here. This is gonna be. Do you think this is project confusion of Arteta? Like, yo, one guy is signing Zinchenko. A year later, my guy is going for Kyo. Next time he's going for
Hamza
Timber's
just
left
called
back.
that project confusion.
No, that
Bro,
you know what that
I've
is.
never seen a guy that's confused, bro.
That's being
like,
ruthless. That's being ruthless. When somebody doesn't,
tells you, he's gone through keepers like, bro, like me drinking water in a single day, bro. Bro,
that's
like
ruthless.
yo, and no, it's not being rude. It's about
Excuse me. Didn't Pep go
want.
through three keepers when he first came?
No,
like
he came in and he got a defender of John Stones, Kyle Walker, Benjamin Mendes. He got involved in a thing. Who could have been here, but he was involved in something bad. And then he was who else? Company was here, so he didn't sign anyone else. KDB was his signing. I remember Sterling. He kept these players for like 5-6 years.
One
This
second. What's
guy-
wrong with improving? What's wrong with
It's not
improving?
improving. It's project confusion, bro. When you keep
How
signing
is
a
it a
and you're not
project
sure,
confusion?
bro,
You're not
confused with who
signing.
you want. Are you? No, 1 second. You're getting players every single, but you're confused. Why didn't
Yeah,
you?
you're not
That's why
supposed to
you
improve your
spend,
team every window. I'm
bro.
confused.
You
What are you
spend
talking about?
700-800 million now.
You don't
It's gonna
want
be
people to
You're gonna
improve,
be
eh? I
800
see it.
million,
Hamza.
and
Only
you
Man
don't win
City.
anything. That's
Only
what I'm
Man
saying.
City. Only Man City is allowed to
If
sign
Man
Jack
City did
Grealish,
that-
put him on the bench, and then get Doku, and then put him on the bench, and now look at
No,
trying to get Savio.
When we
Only
signed
Man
Jack
City,
Grealish, he
right?
got us. No, but Jack Grealish has won us 2
Only
league
Man
titles and
City
a
is allowed
treble.
to. Only Man City is allowed to
But
have
we've already
Nathan
got our money
Ake,
back. We've
and
got
then
already our
go
money back.
spend money on. Only Man City is allowed to have Nathan
You signed
Ake,
Fabio
then go get a
Vieira.
Kanji, and then go get Gavardio. Only
They
Man
signed
City is allowed
Fabio
to do that,
Vieira
right?
as if Fabio Vieira never existed. Yeah, 1 year, Fabio
Only
Vieira
Man
has been
City is allowed
benched.
to
We
sign
don't like
Mateus
him
Nunes
anymore.
and say he's
Now we're
garbage.
going
Only
for
Man City is
Merino.
allowed to sign
Bro,
Phil. What's it called? What's that guy who came from Leeds? What's his name again? What was his name?
Blaze,
Hamza?
I'm gonna find.
What?
Who?
The
Who?
guy from Leeds who you said he's a coat hanger.
That guy's Calvin Phillips, man. It's a bum.
Yeah. So
That's the
we're
only
not.
guy we-
You're not allowed to make mistakes, right?
No, you are making too many mistakes. 800 million not winning any Premier League trophy. Are we serious? You're comparing that to
Guess
Man
what?
City.
You make
What we
make
doing?
mistakes like Angelo, the left back.
Yo.
Nobody talks about it because you guys
Which
still win.
Angela? Which Angela? Go on. Which Angela?
Angelo, who you sold to Sociedad. Angelino, who cares? Who cares what his name is? You guys,
Angelino, we signed him for 7.5 million, but we sold him
Okay,
for
so
35 million to Leipzig.
so two can play that game.
He didn't go to Sociedad. Angelino never went to
Hamza, well, I have
told you
listened to you.
Angelino?
I've listened to you.
Put the guy like,
I've listened to
we
you.
got him for 2.5 million.
One second, Hamza, I've listened to you. Let me just say this. You just criticized the fact that we signed multiple players in the same position.
And
Now,
not
let me
win
show you this.
anything.
Let me show you this. Ake, Akanji, Gavardio, Angelino, and you already had Zinchenko
Who's
at one point.
Angelino?
All
Angelino
left
4 years ago.
All left back / centre
I
backs.
think you're talking about
What are
Sergio
you
Gomez.
doing?
I think
Angelino's
he's talking about
2.5 million
Sergio
and we
Gomez.
sold him for 35 million to
My
Leipzig.
point
He's
exactly.
talking about Sergio
You don't
Gomez.
care
We
about the
signed
price.
Angelino
You
for
don't care about the
2.5
price.
million and we sold him for Leipzig for 35
When
million.
it
This
applies
fraud
to
was
your
straight
club,
at
you don't want to hear it. But the reality is, it's called being ruthless. I encourage it.
No, it's
Even
not
if
being
it means
ruthless.
you made a
It's project
mistake on the
confusion
signing,
where you
identify
still
it.
sign a player and you
Hamza,
still don't achieve
Hamza,
anything.
I
You
would
don't win any
rather.
major
I would
trophy.
rather.
All you do is
I
winning
would
Community
rather.
Shield. You keep saying, I want money, but you're not taking. Managers normally get you and get backed and they win you something. This manager is getting backed
Did Hamza
and
lag
he's
out
not
or
bringing
is it me?
trophies. It's a
No,
fact.
I can still hear him. Hamza.
Yeah, we can still hear him.
Hamza.
Sam,
Hamza?
you're freezing.
No, you're good,
Hussam, you're
Hussam, you're good. You're good, Hussam. I don't know what he's talking about. Hamza, I can hear
he's
you.
back on.
All I need to say to you is, brother,
Why
don't
do you
confuse.
not accept when I come out with this project confusion that you
Excuse me.
keep buying players, you're confused, your manager's confused. You keep, I want Marcelino. Oh, we never signed Shaka when he left. Bro, who are you fooling?
Are you
Kai
done?
Havertz was bloody Shaka replacement. It's like you're so desperate for us just to forget. You think that we're going to forget. You keep signing players. Fabio Vieira. Where's Fabio Vieira? So you're going to check him in the bin?
Excuse me.
Where's Fabio Vieira going to go to?
He's not good enough. Or maybe we haven't seen enough
one
of him.
second. A player from Porto that was good enough is not good enough for your team. Porto.
1 second. 1 second. 1
Porto.
second. I said
Porto,
two
a player
things.
from Porto
1
that
second.
was
I
one
said
of the
two
best players for
things.
Porto is not
Brother,
good enough for your football club.
Brother.
Or is
brother,
it because you can't utilize?
brother.
Because I've seen Hussam take a Porto
Hamza,
player and make use
Hamza.
of him, and Hussam never complained. Liverpool fans, I'll give you credit. Jurgen Klopp, the amount of money Jurgen Klopp didn't have to. If he had Arteta money, if Jurgen Klopp had Arteta money, I'm telling you now, yeah, it would have been long for me. It would have been long for me. But your manager, the amount of money he's spending, wallahi, I see Klopp not getting that money. Jurgen Klopp is being told, Jurgen Klopp is being told, play with Lallana, play with James Milner for 3-4 years, play with Alex Oxlade for a couple of years, play with these youngsters like Javi Elliott. My guy is going, I want Fabio Vieira. I want Jesus. I want Zinchenko. Oh no, I'm not interested in Zinchenko. I want Ramsdale. Next year, he doesn't want Ramsdale. He wants Raya.
Yeah.
Liverpool went for Alisson. They stuck with him. I went for Edison. Stuck with him.
Why
are you not delivering trophies? When I see Klopp deliver trophies with limited amount of budget, bro, I swear.
Guess what? Yeah, thank God he's gone. He just keeps talking shit. Listen,
Oh shit! What happened?
I agree that the club is making signings and all of them are not potentially working out. But
Someone
guess
tried
what?
to take me out like Trump, man. Damn. I
It
disappeared.
wasn't me. Wallah, it wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
It was your connection.
was your
Listen, Hamza, one thing I can tell you, I can agree with you. Yes, certain players are not up to scratch to be competing at this level and competing for the league. And sometimes you make signings and they don't necessarily work out. For example, Lokonga, Tavares, they don't always work out. And when you're in a title race and you need to win every single game and every point
But
matters,
this is what I'm saying. Any
Hamza,
other
Hamza,
manager
please,
gets
brother.
slandered for all
Wallahi,
that
brother.
spending.
Wanta,
Why does
وهذا
Arteta the week?
هذا 24/7.
What language are you talking?
Amos, please. Wankubaria.
Bro,
Did
this
he
guy
say
goes
what
from next
language you're
level.
talking?
Please
You're
stop.
so
2
fraudulent,
seconds.
wallahi.
2 seconds. Let me just get my point across. Please hear me out, and then once you can reply. Okay? I've agreed with you. I agreed with you on the point that we are making signings, and some of these signings are not working out. But one thing I don't want the
How
team
many
to
times
do.
is it not gonna work? You're going. It's like a man going through 8-10 relationships.
Hussam,
Every
good night,
month
brother.
you think that
I'm gone.
it's
Wallahi,
not working
Wallahi.
out. You
See
see,
you
there's a
next time.
problem with you.
This is
There's a
irrelevant. Why
problem
am I
with you when
speaking?
you.
Hamza,
doesn't even
Hamza,
let
let
me
him
reply.
talk, bro. Why are you like
He
this?
doesn't even let me reply. What's the
Hey,
point?
go. Nobody.
Even
Brother
if you're being
Hamza,
Somali,
have
let
a
him
good night,
talk.
brother.
Oh,
Guys,
man, wallahi,
good
how
night.
from
Wallah, I'm
us.
gone. This is ridiculous. What's the point? What's the point?
Hamza, don't interrupt him, يا أخي. Let him talk.
What's
يا
the
أخي.
point?
Yeah,
What's
don't
the point?
interrupt him. Let him talk. Let him talk. Chill, Hamza. Go ahead, Egal.
Brother, simply put, I agree with you. There is players that are not up to scratch that are signed, and when they are signed and you notice that they're not up to scratch, you're not going to play them in a crucial game to win. You still need to win and get the best out of the team that you have available. If you made mistakes in your signings, you suck it up and you move on. You do not keep continuously playing players that you know are not up to the level, because then you're going to have a situation where you're trying to get something out of nothing. You need to be ruthless and move on. Nuno Tavares was not up to scratch. We had to move on. Lokonga, not up to scratch. We had to move on. In addition to the rest of those players that you named, Tomiyasu, injury issues. Zinchenko, we've quickly transformed at a level where Zinchenko is no longer the best option at left back for us. We need somebody better defensively. Guess what? We have Calafiori. He's good defensively. He doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have the offensive ability to do that either. So that is a problem area where we've been trying to address. It's rather than just continue to go with something that's not working, you need to address it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Your club does it all the time. But when somebody else is doing it, you view it as a failure. No, it's trying to improve.
Bro.
It's the definition of improving.
Okay, have you finished?
I'm done.
Okay. I'm saying, yeah, what I'm seeing from Arteta, this man's confused here. Listen, he's taken an L. He hasn't won any major trophies. All that money, there has to be... Bro, if my mom sends me money, gives me money, and goes to me, Hamza, go and buy milk and this and that, I have to go and buy milk, bread, and whatever it is. If I come empty-handed, my mom will say, what the hell did I give you money for? Does that make sense? There has to be an end goal for everything in life. There has to be an end goal. You just don't walk along like a blind person. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You don't do like you don't say, yo, I'm going to take you places, and bro, I don't know where you're taking me. The problem with Arteta, he's spending all this money. It's a fact. Everyone knows that. He's spending all this money, and he's not achieving anything. That's why I call it Project Confusion. When I had Zinchenko, I won trophies. When I have Grealish, I've won trophies. When I bought a Jigger for 100 million, I won a treble. A treble that your football club will never see. It's a fact, whether you like it or not. Wallahi. Yeah? I've won major trophies. You can't call him a flop. Why? Because he brought me a treble. He brought me league titles. I've won it with Grealish. Whatever you say. But when I'm seeing you're signing players, and at the end of the season, you come empty-handed, and you keep saying, I need a left back. Next season, I need a left back. Next season, I need a left back. How many left back do you need? How many left back do you... That's what I'm looking. I'm thinking, any other manager would have been criticized. When Chelsea spend that money, let's point at Chelsea. They spend that much money, they don't achieve anything. But when it's pointed at you, you want us to feel sorry for you. It's Arsenal. We're not allowed to say that. It's okay. Bro, you spend money, and you know, that's what I said, Calafiori to me. I'm thinking, you signed a lot. Well, I have some shame, Arteta. Well, I have some shame. You signed Timber. You said you're going to play him left back. Now, a month later, you want Calafiori. Yeah? Before that, you said Zinchenko, Bro, we won with Zinchenko. If he's that bad, I won the league title with this guy. In fact, I was losing the league title. He came on the pitch and he crossed that ball for Rodri to score that goal. He was a sub that came on to him. But to you, no matter the players you're signing, there's no an end goal. This is what I call project confusion. A project where
Okay,
you're
Hamza,
just
listen,
signing
I get
players and you're not
what
getting
Hamza's
anywhere.
saying. And listen, we will find out the answer to this in June. We will not find out the answer to this at the end of the stream. Jack, let's just end it on Jack's super chat. Arsenal and City are banter clubs. Sincerely, Jack. Fair enough, Jack. Let's just end it on that. Big up to all of you guys. Thank you, Jack, Zoro, Lauren, Ed, Bilek, Giovanni, Blaze, 115 for the super chats. Big up to every single super chatter. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're not to do so. All of these guys' channels is in the description. It's 3:20 a.m. and if we open up another can of worms, I cannot do it
Sam,
anymore.
just last thing.
Hamza,
Rodri's on
no,
fire.
please. We're like 3:20 a.m.
Rodri's got Ballon d'Or. Why didn't you talk about Rodri Ballon d'Or?
Rodri,
You never.
we're doing
Yeah.
Cucurella for Ballon d'Or, mate.
I don't mind that. Yeah, but why didn't we talk about Rodri today? The whole Spanish community, millions of people, millions of Spanish fans were chanting Ballon d'Or, Rodri, Ballon d'Or, Rodri, Ballon d'Or, Rodri. Millions. Have you ever seen that scenery in football ever? In your life? In your life, you've seen
Can
it.
I
And
show
then
you who I
Messi.
honestly think should win Ballon d'Or? Let me show you.
No.
See, it's easy, man. What's going on? That's how he's